Opie and Dopey.
Two guys that hate each other.
Just shut your mouth.
I hate them.
Shut up.
Don't be unkind.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh, very nice.
Shut the fuck up.
You're a fine bunch of bullies, aren't you?
Opie. I'm Opie.
I could give a fuck. I'm Jim Norton, and I'm on the radio.
Shut up.
The Opie and Anthony Show. It's all about fun, fun, fun.
I'd love to spit in your face.
I will fucking kill you.
Shut up, stupid.
I'm just a zilch and I know it.
Who cares? We're trying to do a fucking radio.
I know what we're trying to do. I'm sitting here across from you. I understand that.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Despicable asshats.
And these dummies that work for us, you guys stink.
Ben looks like a tall baby.
Always laughing in the wrong places. Ben, where's the coffee?
You rock.
Hopefully he's going through a car wash with his mouth open.
And there's Steve.
Steve is a piece of garbage.
And you stink.
You are cordially invited to a robbery rape.
This is family entertainment.
This show is a disaster.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
If you have any poo, fling it now.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Oh.
Good morning, Sean. This is apparently a very simple crime to commit. All one has to do is buy multiple Metro cards, stand at the turnstile, and just continuously swipe people in all day. Police sources say these guys net $200 a day, and that's pure profit, but it's costing the TA a great deal, about $16 million a year, and they're trying to put a stop to it. What the fuck is your problem, man?
What's that supposed to be, some kind of sick joke?
He said, I can smell your cunt.
Yeah. O&A Party Rock! Wow, that's a new one. Where'd you get that?
Yes, that's a new one.
Where'd you get that one?
I don't know. It's Poe. We got it from Poe somehow.
O&A Party Rock! O&A Party Rock. That's right. Indeed, sir. Whatever the fuck that means.
It means O&A Party Rock.
Well, with that, we welcome you to another Opie and Anthony program.
Yes, we do.
This is a virus. Don't be mistaken. Spread the virus across America for us, please.
Starts as the sniffles.
I want to say hi to all the truckers out there paying well over $3 a gallon. Paying $3 a gallon. Holy crap.
That just means the price of everything else goes up.
Of course it does.
We're being held hostage with the oil. What happened? Why haven't I seen people clamoring that the war in Iraq is Bush's war for oil? Can we get some oil, please? What happened?
I thought at the least we'd be paying, 30 cents a gallon at
It
this point.
should be.
My God, man.
Pump it out of that shithole and bring it here. For the love of God.
Let's say hi to Chad, Virginia.
Yeah.
What's up, Chad?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
How are you?
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, buddy. What does he have, an explosive device in his lap? What is that beeping?
Yeah, what's the beeping, sir?
My turn signal.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Hey, Truckin' Bozo was talking about y'all last night. He said y'all had a lot more talent than Stern.
Truckin' Bozo, I actually listened to the Truckin' Bozo this past, a couple days ago, I guess. He's got a fine program. He I don't know. He's very interesting. He's on, Open Road?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Open Road. Yeah, I've gone past that channel a few times.
He said he didn't listen to your format, but he said you guys were real talented.
That's nice of the Truckin' Bozo to say that. He's got a lot of fans.
Yeah.
All the truckers tuning into the Truckin' Bozo.
Yeah.
On Open Road. And they all were discussing the gas prices, matter of fact.
Of course they were.
That's where I got that little thing in the beginning of the show. It's over $3 a gallon now, and the truckers are not happy, obviously.
No.
Yeah, but he was talking smack about Howard, too.
Howard.
It was pretty funny. He said Howard didn't have no talent.
Well, he used to.
Yeah.
Howard used to be the big dog.
All right, guys, man. I got to work.
All right, thank you, Chad.
Later.
Bye.
Goddamn gas prices.
Man, that Open Road, that's a good channel on XM.
Yeah.
It's all truckers with their old CB handles.
Is that what they do? Call in with their CB handles?
I guess. Because I don't know if you're using the old CB anymore, are you?
Yeah.
I guess you are.
You probably are. Yeah, they are.
I mean, the truckers never stopped using the CBs.
Mm-hmm.
Just us losers that thought it was cool for a while. We stopped.
The truckers actually have a reason for the CB. But also, you think about it, the CB was really the only way for the truckers to talk to anybody on the road. Now, especially with satellite radio, you have your favorite station, and then you could call into them, no matter where you are in the country, because you got, a cell phone. And then you got a radio that you could have the same station on across the whole country. So do they like to call up and jabber.
That was the first thing we had to learn coming to satellite radio, that the truckers love to talk.
They love to talk.
My God. Unbelievable. Speaking of truckers and trucking and all that, is donkey sausage in like a shallow grave at this point?
Why would that
a bunch of the faithful listeners, some of the pests, they got a hold of me and they said that donkey sausage, Corinne, I guess she's driving from New York to Los Angeles for some kind of career thing, and she decided to do her own Wow Across America thing.
Oh, okay. She'll be dead before the Mississippi River.
But I hear she's now in Colorado. So
really? She's
doing okay so far. She's doing real well. But I guess she's been flashing. I don't even think she's driving with anyone.
Just alone, showing her tits on open roads.
She's been pulled over by a cop because, like, one trucker sees her flashing, and they all get on their CB radios going, oh, my God, donkey sausage from the Opie Anthony Show's out here flashing everybody. So then all the other trucks are, like, speeding up trying to find donkey sausage.
Wow.
Then she's stopping at truck stops and handing out Wow stickers to everybody.
Yeah, she'll be abducted.
Sounds great if you have someone like Club Soda Kenny going with you, but it seems like she's just by herself driving across America doing this. Driving and flashing.
Good luck to her.
To truckers.
She's got stickers?
She's got tons of stickers, supposedly.
Good. At least we'll get some stickers out.
So we're trying to get her to call the program today to see how she's doing. She's got to have some stories. I mean, you can't just... You can't just flash from New York all the way to Los Angeles without not having a story, right?
No.
So that's going on today. And, well, where do we start today, Anthony?
Well, there's a lot of things on the board.
Well, your pals Opie and Anthony made all 3 New York newspapers. Whoa. I got to be honest with you. We just know how to make the paper.
Somehow, some way.
The press clippings that I have at home is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how many times we've gotten our names in the newspapers.
We're publicity whores.
Well, we're the true pests.
Yeah.
Anthony and myself and Jim Norton, we're the true pests. And now we got all the other pests out there. But we started this pest thing. We were always, pay attention to us.
We need attention.
Pay attention to us. We're going to do something stupid, and you're going to have to write about it in your paper.
Yeah. And
so I guess we're like the original pest, and now it's just taking on a life of its own. It's kind of scary.
This is the Arthur Chien story.
Arthur Chien.
Yeah, you remember Arthur Chien?
Well, why don't we play a few things here first before we tell you what's going on with Arthur Chien? A lot of people in New York already know, but around America, they don't know.
New listeners.
Oh, for the new listeners, this all started with our Assault on the Media campaign that is going strong, by the way.
Have a new one from where? New Mexico?
New Mexico.
Oof.
New Mexico.
Oof, that's rough.
All right, you know what? Now I got to play that.
It's rough.
This is why we're professionals, though. We could just, change.
Yeah, who cares, right? Just throw it out there.
But by the end of this break, it'll all come together nice.
All the loose ends get tied up. It's like watching Pulp Fiction.
Now we got the new Assault on the Media, right? Mm-hmm. But we're going to talk about the Arthur Chien, right?
Yeah.
But now we got to go talk to Donkey Sausage.
See
how this works?
Jesus Christ.
See how this
really
works?
are all over the place.
But by the end of the break, it'll all make sense. Donkey Sausage. You're live in Colorado, right?
Yeah.
On what road?
I'm on I-70.
In the back of what kind of vehicle?
I'm in my Hyundai.
We're kind of concerned here this morning here in New York.
Yeah, why?
Well, because a bunch of the pests started emailing me last night, and I guess they're talking about you on whackbag.com, and I think opieanthony.net might be talking about you a little bit. But basically, you decided to do a Wow Across America thing on your own?
Yeah, basically. I'm going to L.A. for for a top secret.
A top what? Secret?
Top secret mission.
Top secret mission, meaning you're auditioning to be a porn star. That's cool. And you don't want your mommy to know.
Figured on my way to L.A. I would do a Wow Across America, and I can report that I've yet to be raped or there's no murder attempts on my life yet, so I'm all good.
But you're by yourself, right?
Yep.
God, you're nuts.
Yeah.
Jim, your yogurt is driving me nuts today. Holy crap.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Why,
what?
what?
That's scraping.
Oh, my God. You're fucking Are you kidding me?
Stop scraping on the air.
Dude, you've scraped. Look, even the room is going nuts.
I haven't scraped lately.
Lately?
I got goosebumps on my arm from that.
That is what every listener has had to put up with for a year.
Really?
At this station alone. Yeah.
But for some reason it went right through me today.
When you're doing it, it's not a problem to you. When someone else does it...
That doesn't bother you?
Of course it's bothered me for a fucking year.
But his or mine or both?
Both.
Well,
it's
why don't you say
annoying.
something?
Because I figured it annoyed the listeners, and anything that annoys the listeners, I'm all for.
Wow. For some reason, that went right through me. Were you extra hungry this morning?
I was delicious.
Were you really scraping?
I'm trying to scrape some tasty plastic off the sides.
Oh, my God. All right, then I apologize, too.
Wow. Maybe now you'll think twice.
I'll never eat yogurt on the air again.
Before you start
because
scraping.
That just, that just did something to me.
Everybody listening and in here went, are you kidding? You're
all right. You called me out on it. I can't argue that. You got me. But for some reason, Jimmy doing it today, I just want to...
Jimmy doing anything annoys me. Look at him eat.
Chew, swallow.
Chew with that apple. You happy with your apple today?
It's a little green, but I'll get through it.
Green?
Yeah, not quite as ripe.
It gets a little
snappy though.
All right, let's get back to donkey sausage.
Crisp.
Yo.
So you're flashing across America on your own, and you've been handing out Wow stickers, and I hear you got some good stories.
Oh my God, yeah. I've been on the road since Monday. Since Monday, I've made stops in Ohio, St. Louis, about every big trick stop you can think of, and passing out stickers.
The Big
I've been
Easy.
pulled over for wowing. I've had to explain to cops what the stickers are about, handed out stickers to the cops. So it's been nothing but fun. Had a couple truckers come up to me and say, hey, I recognize your pretty little face anywhere. And those were the points where I thought I was going to be raped, but turned out to be good.
Guys asking for help with a couch into the back of a van.
Oh, dear. We're Mount Wednesday.
I recognize your face. But it's a whole network out there with the trucks, and I hear, you're flashing one trucker, next thing you know, a ton of trucks are pretty much following you, right?
Yep, and then there's been homemade wow signs when they see the car, because I've got stickers completely plastered around my entire car.
Where are you headed, the City of Angels or Frisco? I hear a little slang. St. Louis. St. Louis.
Headed up to Beantown.
Old Red Stick.
So, I know. I didn't even tell Jimmy that his advisor was leaving. I'm sorry, Ken.
All right. Are you, all right, are you taking pictures and all that, or?
Oh, yeah, I'm taking pictures of these freaks and the pests and stuff.
Are you going to do the same thing on the way back?
Possibly.
Take the northern route. You could stop at Chi-Town.
If that Tim isn't going to advertise for you, we have to, right?
There you go. How long are you going to be out in L.A.?
A couple months.
For the top secret mission.
A couple of months.
Mission.
Are you filming your first porno? Be honest with us.
No.
No?
I don't do porn.
All right. Is it an exciting offer or what?
It's exciting, yes.
Will it get you on Internet Movie Database?
Possibly.
Oh.
Quite possibly.
All right. Well, stay safe out there.
Are you auditioning for American Idol?
No, not this time around.
Oh, okay. I know they're doing that.
Yeah.
Back at that again. All right there, donkey sausage. Take your donkey
Alrighty,
sausage, some sugar. Wow stickers.
Just stay safe out there.
Stickers. And the tattoos. I'm passing out the tattoos.
Oh, the Wow tattoos? Cool. Or the Opie Anthony tattoos, right? All right.
So.
Thank you, donkey sausage.
Bye, boys.
All right.
Bye.
Please let us know when you get to L.A.
We'll do.
We're a little worried.
Okay.
All right, there goes donkey sausage. She's
calling me out.
She's like the mother of the show, really. She takes care of I don't know, all the listeners, and
yeah,
it's just ridiculous. What's up, Ant?
Why am I being called out on line 6?
Let's say hi to Cobra from Whackbag.
Cobra Kai.
Anthony.
Hi.
Do you remember this name, don't you?
No.
Cobras from Whackbag.
Oh, this is that asshole. Yeah. Why don't you come down to the studio and watch us do the show?
You want me to? Oh, I'd fucking love to.
Yeah, come on down.
What's the problem?
What's the problem? I guess you haven't read the message board.
No.
I'm not sure you'd want to. It's a little harsh.
Well, maybe Opie could do a little research, and then you could come down here and sit in and watch the show.
Just watch it?
Which one is he?
It's a little harsh. I'm not sure you want to read it.
What? You posted it.
Why are you calling Ann out, first of all?
I kind of posted a reply to him last night because he's just been mouthing off about... Yeah, well, I got to give you credit for calling at least.
Well, yeah.
Most of the people...
you guys.
Well, you got to go back a couple of posts.
So what's your problem with the show, sir? I haven't read Whackbag or any of the message boards.
Well, I don't know. I was a little upset with just Opie in general. The post speaks for itself.
It's just another divide and conquer tactic.
You guys will never divide and conquer us. Do you understand that?
That whole thing. And he's saying he guarantees Anthony is, biting his tongue. And
that post?
Like, why?
Dude, you really are an asshole. You know that, right?
Dude, no, listen, I'm a fucking professional asshole. I have a special
No, dude, you're not. Honestly,
you're not that special at it.
Dude, honestly,
do this all the time.
I did read your post, and honestly, you crossed the line. You're an asshole, and I can't wait to see you face to face.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'd love to come.
Come on down right now. Come on down right now.
Virginia. I'm in Northern Virginia.
Yeah, are you the one that is making fun because I lost a parent and say my parents are dead?
Yeah,
that's
the one? Him. Yeah.
No.
Dude,
yes, it is. That's him.
Dude, I can't wait to see you.
You're a load of shit, dude.
Because you crossed the line, and congratulations, you got under my skin. But, first of all, my mom's still alive, douchebag.
All right, well. It was all the
What were you trying to accomplish with your stupid post?
Probably this.
On a site that supposedly...
I think Anthony just got it.
No, on a site that, is supposed to be for Opie and Anthony fans.
Conflict for my own personal amusement. Kind of like when you guys talk shit about...
Oh, dude, you're gonna love the conflict that comes your way when I see you. You're gonna love it.
Come on, when can you make it up to New York?
College doesn't start till the 29th. Anytime between now and then, you guys toss me the invitation.
You are cordially invited up to this studio.
Oh, jeez. What's gonna happen? I mean,
what's gonna happen? Just show up.
Shit. Just come to the show.
Just show up. Most guys that post, most guys like you that post don't show up. They're very anonymous and just hang out and throw their barbs and never show up. So. Just come on down.
Here's your post.
No guarantees.
Here's your post. Opie's role on the show is the button pusher, as Voss himself aptly pointed out a few weeks ago on the show. Remember when he was talking about how Anthony is a genius and Ope got offended at his lack of compliments? First of all, that was a joke, asswipe. I've been doing this for a very long time. And he said something to the effect of, well, you're good at taking phone calls and stuff. Opie never had any genuine comedic talent. His parents are dead. He has never experienced a relationship with a woman beyond that of pure lust and physical attraction.
All right, he gets one thing right.
That's so false. Opie has said this himself many times when the love topic comes up. When did I say that, douchebag?
Well, when you go on your little tirade about how love is just based on a physical attraction and...
What? I never said that, asshole. I'm in a very...
You said that all the time.
Dude, first of all, I never said that. I was in a long-term relationship that broke up, and now I'm in a new relationship that I'm very happy with.
Oh, yeah, you broke up with John Stamos, isn't that?
What?
You lost the girl to John Stamos?
No, dude, that was a girl I dated for like a day.
Wow. You really are... uninformed.
We'll finish the post.
Whackbaggers most of all should know that Opie's life is one of depression and unhappiness. You should know this because his brother Tyler posted all about it right here on this very forum. Who's my brother?
Tyler?
Who's my brother Tyler?
I love your brother Tyler.
Who's Brett. That's what I meant.
He said that I'm depressed and unhappy. That's so false it's not even funny. I'm a much happier person, always have been.
Oh, come on, Opie.
Come on, what, asswipe?
My personal life is... I'm a failure in my personal life. I openly admit that.
I'm not a failure.
What?
These are your words,
dude. I'm beyond successful. You'll never achieve the success, dude. You'll never achieve the success I've had in my life. What are you talking about? You're a fucking loser that's looking for attention, so you're gonna get it today. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're right.
It's because of this that he is constantly acting out against other people. As Ed Asner said at the poker tournament, he's a destroyer. That was just making for good radio, douchebag, that a lot of people enjoyed. Someone who tries to bring down other people's good time because he's upset and unable to have a good time himself. That's false. Think about this for a moment. Think about how he treats well-wishers and regulars on the show. What does that mean?
Poker chips, come on. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't, asshole.
Oh, I love the guy that goes, you know, right? Right? You know.
Chips.
Trying to justify it.
Throwing the poker chips at a guest was one of the funniest things that has ever happened on one of our radio shows.
Do you think I'm crossing the line with
Plus
the
the
shit
fact
I'm
you have no idea what happened with the poker chip lady after the mics went off, you douchebag. Sit back and just listen to the show and enjoy it. Don't try to figure it out.
Is the stuff that you say to Lady Di not crossing the line? Honestly?
Hey, dude, if you're not a fan of the show, why do you listen? Hey, dude, if you're not a fan of the show, why do you listen?
Oh, I am a fan of the show. I fucking love the show. I like Opie, too. The other post where they said he kind of acts as the producer, he's got like a funny filter and he has a natural talent for knowing what's funny and what isn't. I absolutely agree with that. And I think you have a good role on the show. And
Dude, I don't really care if you think I have a good role on the show. All right? I really don't. I have a problem with the fact that you think it's funny to say that both my parents are dead. And you will pay dearly for that.
You're so uninformed. You just don't. You throw out half facts. You don't know what you're talking about.
His false bravado during sensitive discussions such as death, to which he usually plays a laughter clip. I'm not the only one playing the laughter clips, asswipe. Is merely a front. It's an analog of the nervous titter Anthony points out in Lady Di. It's something someone does when they feel uncomfortable with themselves and what they're feeling. Dude, you're so off base. It's not even funny.
It's disturbingly funny. That's it. People try to look deep into things. A laugh clip over a tragedy is just funny because it's so wrong.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with this deep psychological. They fucking babble.
You're just being disingenuous there, Anthony.
Shut up. Bullshit. You don't think it's funny. In a dark way, it's just funny. It's got to be some kind of deep-seated psycho problem that someone has. Fucking get a fucking brain. What?
Yeah.
Dude, I won't. Look, just come in the studio. Just say, no one's going to hit you. Just say it in studio. I don't mind
the level that Opie does it? Are you kidding me?
You always do it from afar.
I've been so much tamer than these guys lately on the show. It's not even funny. The level that I do it? Dude, I can't wait for those guys on Whackbag to just eat you up and spit you out. No, your life as a fan is done. Go away and start your own stupid message board.
So my invitation's gone then?
You won't show up, dude. That's the problem. You won't.
Hey, listen.
Dude, you won't. Stop trying to be the casual guy. Just show up and say it when you're in studio.
Another ass that thinks he could divide and conquer. It's never going to happen, buddy. Sorry. Sorry.
Is the invitation solid? Because I'd love to come.
Come on down.
Whenever you want.
You won't do it, dude. I've never had a listener, or no one's ever had a listener show up and actually just talk shit at the mic in studio.
Come on down.
All right, set it up now.
Shut up, stupid.
Come on down, and you know it. Come on down, and you better bring a lot of friends and a bodyguard. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down, pussy boy. Come on down.
I will.
Good, we'll see you here.
He's got his, he got what he came for.
You're not going to show up, dude.
His little time to shine. There you go.
All right, I got to go now.
I hope you enjoyed it, because that's it for you, buddy.
Well, if I'm going to come, maybe
you're not going to come, dude. You're not going to come.
See, that's what, pisses me off about these message boards.
Invite Tyler down that day. I'm sure he'd like to beat his ass. Your brother Tyler.
That's what pisses me off about all these message boards, though. They're supposedly fan sites, and then you get, one asshole like this that just is able to take over the message board with bullshit. And aren't you supposed to be fans of the show first? You can critique here and there, but then it gets out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Laughing that, both my parents are dead. First of all, it's false information.
Yeah. Douchebag.
Dude, my problem with listeners, I don't care if they... I'm never sensitive to criticism. It's just just come and do it in the studio. No one's going to hit anybody. Just show up and do it in studio.
No, in this case, you can guarantee that.
Yeah, no, in this case...
They don't show up.
No, in this case, there will be
They
a problem.
languish in anonymity.
Yeah.
And that's what annoys me. That's the only
do.
part. The little cunts will languish in anonymity.
No, in this case, there will be a problem. Trust me.
He won't show up, dude.
So.
No, he won't show.
Hey, what about,
Yeah, Mr. Casual Guy. Yeah, well, I didn't start college.
What's your real name? Oh, I don't want to give it.
Yeah.
Of course you don't.
Man, thanks for the post sticking up for me. I didn't even know you wrote that.
That guy's an asshead.
That's awesome. So they'll spit him out at Whackbag. I guarantee that.
That's what they do. They've been ripping him apart the whole. If you read through that thread, everybody else is just ripping him an asshole. He's the douche du jour.
I love the people that listen to the show and think they know exactly how it's put together, what everyone's roles are.
Oh, they've psychoanalyzed everybody. They know what's going through everyone's head.
They have no idea how the show is organized and how it's put together.
They have no idea
what roles everyone plays.
The dynamic between all the people. It's just not a clue. And that's great. Good.
All right, where were we? Why don't we take a break? We'll regroup.
We had just spoken with Donkey Sausage.
Oh, yeah.
And we were going to do the Arthur Chien, who has a new job.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that next. Let's fart so we can start the bit.
Oh, it stinks so bad.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh. That's what I say to that.
Oh, my God.
But did they,
Oh, Jimmy.
Wait, before you go to that Mitch Beck bit.
Mark that one down, boys.
That sounded like an acid reflux burp. Oh, you want to play games?
Yeah, I'll play games.
Point, Jimmy.
I play in the majors, you go play in the little cow league.
Oh.
Stay tuned for another edition of The Fart Game on the Opie and Anthony Show. I farted.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and let it open the mate. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You must not get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You fucker, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. And this is the gift that has been given to me.
All right, you're checking out the Opie and Anthony program, spreading across America thanks to XM Satellite Radio. All right, we're going to get into the Arthur Chien thing, but then we were going to get into the brand new assault on the media, Anthony.
Yes.
We were all over the ball field today.
Another one in New Mexico?
Yes, New Mexico got hit by one of the pests last night.
What would Donkey Sausage call New Mexico? Albuquerque. Is there? Do they have a name?
Probably knew where I was born. Fucking immigrant she is.
Where is she from?
I don't know.
Is she Mexican, Puerto Rican?
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, is she Puerto Rican?
Puerto Rico. All right. Yeah, there was a brand new assault on the media in New Mexico, Anthony. This contest is taking on a life of its own. I like how it's kind of spreading. It started here in New York, more or less, but now most of the really good assaults on the media are happening outside the tri-state area. We're doing this every month. We're having a contest. The best assault on the media for the month of August will win a MiFi again, a day in the studio.
Nice.
I believe dinner at Paisano's down there in Little Italy. It's pretty much a day in New York, maybe some comedy at the Comedy Cellar. Plus, I hear Will, who's one of the sales guys for the channel, and a really good friend of ours. He used to work for WYSP, and he quit immediately when he found out we were coming back to radio. I hear he's getting some big prizes for the Assault on the Media contest.
Very good.
Like concert tickets and stuff like that. For anywhere.
Real prizes?
Yeah, for concert tickets for anywhere in America, that type of thing. Because we understand a lot of this stuff is you got to come to New York.
Yeah.
But that can be fun, you know? But at the least, you get the MiFi and some other cool prizes for the best assault on the media. And the guy in the lion costume in Alabama is the leader for the month of August.
That was a good one. Wacky costume. Got the word out there. Nice. He was on camera. It was a good one. That's why it had all the features. That's why he's in the lead.
Right. Well, the latest assault on the media is up on opieandanthony.com and foundrymusic.com. It's Buster Hyman in New Mexico.
Buster Hyman?
It's pretty funny. The video is really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
But you got to listen to the audio as well. Because it was obvious. I guess we got an email from the guy, and they were on to him right away.
Yeah.
But they still went with the live shot.
And it was a real tight live shot.
Right.
The reporter's head was taking up most of the screen. So it's very hard to get in there and get the sign up behind the guy.
Right.
And that's what happened.
And, he shows up in a, it looks like a Howard Stern mask.
Yeah, he had a Howard Stern mask on.
And a big Opie Anthony sign. You don't really see the sign. You
see
seeing
a little
the sign.
bit of it, yeah.
But what happened was they cut the live report off because it was just that obnoxious.
They went right to black. Then they went to the
the serious news
anchor in the newsroom, and he apologized for the incident, and he was pissed.
The serious newsman.
Yeah.
Don't they understand we're trying to get something done here that's very important?
Listen to the inflection
to our viewers
on the anchor's voice. I think it's the last word he says. He is very angry.
On several arrests, including reckless driving, drug possession, and drag racing down a highway. Now, in this case, Kearns faces a handful of, faces a handful of local charges and could face...
Obviously, there's someone behind Eric causing problems. Eric was saying that Kearns could face federal charges in the shooting. We apologize for that disruption.
Disruption. And when you watch the video, just look at his face when he says disruption.
Yeah.
He is livid. Disruption.
You know what the beauty of these things are? It just shows you that these guys that are trying to read the news, they're just readers is what they are.
Yeah.
And you throw them off their game, they can't improvise whatsoever.
Nope.
All of a sudden, someone is yelling at the news guy, you know, we're going back to you, there's a problem, and now he has to kind of flutter around and try to, you know, try to keep it on track there.
Pull that story together and kind of give the people the information on that story, and he wasn't supposed to do it, so yeah, he's confused.
Here it is again.
On several arrests, including reckless driving, drug possession, and drag racing down a highway. Now, in this case, Kearns faces a handful of, faces a handful of local charges and could face...
Obviously, there's someone behind Eric causing problems. Eric was saying that Kearns could face federal charges in the shooting. We apologize for that disruption.
Disruption. He was so pissed. And then the guy, excuse me, sir.
He was trying to get him.
Yeah.
He's slurring his word. That word there, whatever.
Sir. That he called a guy in a wacky Howard mask, sir.
Right. Excuse me,
sir.
You dropped something.
Like there's a gentleman behind him in a top hat. Sir, I'm doing a report here, sir.
Opie Anthony, top of the morning to you.
Oh, it's great. Let's see.
That's a good one.
I guess we got an email. I'm looking at Steve's thing here.
What?
Whoa.
Please isolate that.
Yeah, whatever.
Looking at Steve's thing.
Let's see.
It's got hair and honey all over it.
Hold the hair away. Take a look.
It's from Buster Hyman. My buddy and I went to the location, which was wide open, nowhere to hide. These guys were brave. There was nowhere to hide. That's key to these assaults on the media.
Yep.
Surprise attacks are the best way to do them. As walked up... what's the typo here? As walked up and he honked the horn of my car when his wife on the cell phone gave the go. Do you understand that?
Yeah,
sort of?
I understand the concept of it.
All right. I missed the shot completely, and I was going to give up when the reporter said something smart-ass to me. Oh, so he missed on his first attempt? Yeah. And the reporter was like, ha-ha.
Oh.
I missed the shot completely, and I was going to give up when the reporter said something smart-ass to me. I asked him if he ever heard of Opie and Anthony. He replied, no. Well, you will hear all about them as soon as you go live.
What a smartass.
I then proceeded to wait right behind him, in plain view for them to go live 1 minute later. He was shitting his pants. He asked a guy from the crew to call the station. We've got some crazy guy in a wig here. I told him I was giving up and walked away. He went live, and I was right behind him screaming like an idiot. This is a communique from...
Great, what a pest.
From Buster Hyman from Whackbag.
Fantastic.
Yeah, okay, so that's why the shot was so tight. They were onto him the whole time.
Yeah.
But he still pulled off a great assault on the media.
Now, where was that? Was it New Mexico?
New Mexico,
that
yeah.
Buster Hyman is in New Mexico?
I guess.
They're on business.
Okay. He's on business down there? Okay.
That's like serial killers. Like, they just show up in all these like places and leave these reporter bodies behind them.
Davis from Chapel Hill is saying, I'm surprised the reporter didn't turn around and say, pistols at dawn, sir. It's funny. Excuse me, sir.
Sir.
Opie Anthony, I beg your pardon.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Well, here it is one more time from Buster Hyman. out of New Mexico.
On several arrests, including reckless driving, drug possession, and drag racing down a highway. Now, in this case, Kearns faces a handful of, excuse me, sir, faces a handful of local charges and could face...
Obviously, there's someone behind Eric causing problems. Eric was saying that Kearns could face federal charges in the shooting. We apologize for that disruption.
Disruption. There's someone behind Eric causing problems. He was just trying to suck mayonnaise out of a packet, and there's a man jumping behind him with a...
That one coming from the land of enchantment.
That's why they call them pests.
Yes.
Perfect example of being a pest.
Pest.
There's somebody causing a problem.
Well, the reporter taunted him when he couldn't get it? Like,
yeah.
Why would you do that as a reporter? Just be glad you got the shot off.
Stupid.
These guys are all douchebags. They're in a tie on the air, but off the air, they're just jizzbugs.
Yeah.
Well, check out the video for yourself.
Jizzbugs.
It's up on OpieAnthony.com.
Are they really jizzbugs?
I was going to say jizzbags or jizzbuckets, so I made them an insect.
Jizzbugs.
Great, it's on my tongue. Quick.
I see a new name for whackbag.
Swat him with my cock. Jizzbug.
Oh, damn it, landed on my back again. Hawk, what's going on? We working on that thing, I hope.
Yes, sir.
Good boy.
So we'll see if that video takes the lead. We don't know yet.
That one's pretty good.
It is pretty good, right?
Like it's so hard to judge these things because you would think a perfect assault would be the one that wins. Good visibility, gets the word out, O&A, XM satellite radio. The reporter's right there. He's right behind him. Nice big sign. But sometimes it's a fuck-up, and the way the reporter reacts, or even going back to the anchor like that, all angry, that makes the whole event that much better. So these things are kind of hard to judge. You're still in it, even if it doesn't really come off as a perfect assault on the media.
I have to say Buster Hyman is definitely in.
Yeah.
And the lion costume guys, between those two so far, for the month of August. We'll continue with this thing for months, Anthony. So I guess this leads us to Arthur Chien, the most famous assault on the media thus far.
Got a lot of press because it got the guy fired.
Right. We played the, we should play the audio again. What the hell? And then we'll go here and then we'll give you an update. Hold on a minute. Good old Arthur Chien here in New York. And our own Nathaniel was the one that assaulted Arthur.
A little piece of Nathaniel's head in the newspaper today.
Oh, I see that.
By the way, yeah, look at that.
Okay.
Good morning, Sean. This is apparently a very simple crime to commit. All one has to do is buy multiple Metro cards, stand at the turnstile, and just continuously swipe people in all day. Police sources say these guys net a couple $100 a day, and that's pure profit, but it's costing the TA a great deal, about $16 million a year, and they're trying to put a stop to it. What the fuck is your problem, man?
Yes, that was live on the air. What the fuck is your problem, man?
The antithesis of... Excuse me, sir. What the fuck is your problem? That's pretty much the spectrum of the reaction that the press could give.
Opie and Anthony, XM Radio, eat a cunt.
Well, poor Arthur Chien got fired.
He said he thought he was off the air at that point, but...
Well, you have to come up with some excuse.
He was still the last word, the last syllable of the word from the story was still coming out of his mouth when he started on that potty mouth tirade.
He actually turned around and said, "What the fuck is your problem, man?" Back to you, Jim.
What an ass! But yeah, he got fired from CBS News here in New York.
Yeah, so that
and picked up a new gig.
Yeah, that went down and the news went nuts.
A reporter for WCBS TV in New York has been fired for swearing during a broadcast. Arthur Chien was doing a report on illegal subway card doctoring when he was heckled by two passersby. He managed to stay composed during his live shot, but then the microphone caught him yelling an obscenity afterward. The Chien has since apologized. The hecklers were holding up a sign for the Opie and Anthony satellite radio show.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all we're looking for.
Thank you.
Let's get a little business out of the way first. This is a tape of a local New York CBS News reporter, Arthur Chien, doing a live-to-air stand-up in Manhattan. Now, two geniuses come up behind him. They're making noise and waving a sign promoting two other rocket scientists and making his job tough. So what does he do?
And they're trying to put a stop to it. What the f*** is your problem, man?
Exactly what a lot of New Yorkers might do under that kind of stress, hopefully. I wouldn't. But he finishes his stand-up, turns over and says, "What the F word is your problem, man?" Okay, so it's a big no-no to say the F word on TV. We all know that. But this guy didn't say it for effect. He wasn't doing a Howard Stern or trying to shock anyone. He was being badgered by two morons. So what does CBS do?
They were geniuses.
They fire him. The sack cut off his career basically over because they timidly and wrongly believe the Federal Communication Commission will censor or fine them. Well, here's some breaking news, fellas. The FCC told us today they did not get one complaint.
By the way, this guy that does current affair, he's awful.
He really is bad.
He is the worst. And I was
geniuses.
I was so excited when I heard they were going to bring back a current affair.
Yeah.
A great tabloid type of TV program back in the day, and they bring back this zero that has no
really
personality
bad.
whatsoever. Tim Green,
rocket scientists who are promoting a couple of physicists, and now this brain surgeon comes into. All right, we get it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
But then he like keeps changing the level of genius. Like first it's genius and rocket scientist, then this assistant professor.
Welcome back to A Current Affair. Now, on Friday, we had a phone and website poll asking whether you thought CBS should have fired local New York reporter Arthur Chien for accidentally muttering the F word live.
The sad part is, too, you tape this crap ahead of time.
Maybe reporter was the best one he got.
Reporter. This report, CBR. Not do it again.
Maybe he kept like making his eyes slant and they're going, this reporter. And they're going, no, wrong.
Look, we misspeak all the time here, but if we were taping the show, we would just do another take. Unfortunately, we're live, so it just gets thrown out there.
Things like
Chien for accidentally muttering the F word live on air when two morons interrupted him from behind. Here's what you said. Of the 89,940 of you who voted, 77% said no, CBS should not have fired Arthur, and 23% said yes, Arthur deserved to get the boot. Where is the love?
Where is the love? Wow, that's great.
It's very funny commentary.
That's excellent.
And apparently, two of the 23% was Les Moonves and Tom Freston.
And they have no love. That's all it took. That's all.
CBS News reporter Arthur Chien was fired yesterday. He used the F word on the air during the 6 a.m. broadcast.
Thought it was funny.
What would have prompted him to do that?
He was standing in front of a subway station delivering a live intro to the segment about Metro Card scams. And two guys walk up behind him and hold up a sign and began chanting Opie and Anthony. And so he thought he'd finished the live report, according to page 6. He whirled around and blurted out to the interlopers, "What the blank is your problem, man?" He did. And the camera was rolling, according to page 6. It ran loud and clear over the airwaves. Quote,
"Is this something that Opie and Anthony put him up to?"
The page 6 report does not say that.
One can only hope that's the case.
The guy made a mistake. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Wait, automatically a curbside execution of old poor Arthur Chien.
Nuclear option error.
What the heck is wrong with WCBS? Take it easy.
Yeah, calm down.
God damn, Imus is funny, man.
Well, no, it's what's his name?
Nuclear option.
Yeah. What's his name is hilarious on that show.
Oh, yeah.
Bernie?
Oh, Bernie's funny.
Bernie is a really funny guy.
Execution of Arthur Chien.
Did you ever hear when he used to do the Cardinal O'Connor thing, and he would go, "Oh, Imus in the morn," and he would like tell him to get Imus to get AIDS as Cardinal O'Connor. Oh, Bernie's a funny dude, man.
That's some great shit over there,
well,
man.
The reports go on and on, but you get the point.
I like that. What were they broadcasting from the shuttle?
Yeah, I don't know.
What kind of audio is that?
That was back in the old days, 2-3 months ago. I don't know. We do better with that now.
There's a great picture, by the way, in the post of Arthur with a smile on his face and the Opie and Anthony sign right behind it. The post really did a fantastic job.
The calm right before the storm.
They mentioned XM satellite radio. It's great.
Oh, yeah. So once again, we're getting press today in New York. New York Newsday, New York Daily News, New York Post, all reporting. Here's the latest on Arthur Chien for the rest of the country. The good word for news vet is he's back on. The good word for news vet is okay.
News vet.
There should be a comma or something in there, no?
Period.
The good news for news. Oh, and then it's news, and then they go to another line. Vet. Yeah, that is odd.
That's odd, right? The good word for news vet is He's back on the air. There you go. A television journalist who was catapulted from news reporter to newsmaker when he used an obscenity on air in May is getting a new job. Arthur Chien will begin Monday as a general assignment reporter for the WB11 News at 10 p.m. here in New York City.
Someone's got to tape that. I know we're going to be away, right? But we'll play it when we get back. Got to get Arthur Chien's first report.
Of course. Got to get his first live shot somewhere.
Yeah. But leave him alone, man. I feel bad.
Are you kidding me? You know how great it would be to watch him turn around and be polite?
Oh, I know. Pardon me.
Pardon me.
You pudding heads!
In a telephone interview yesterday, he said assignments will include stories on the city's transportation, similar to those he covered at 2, where he worked for a year and a half until the station fired him shortly after he used a curse word during an early morning broadcast. Chien, a veteran reporter who was with NY1 before joining Channel 2 in 2003, had been doing an early morning report on Metro Cards when a pair of men promoting shock jocks, Opie and Anthony, snuck up behind him. Chien ignored both until the end of his report, then turned around and said, "What the fuck is your problem, man?" The utterance went out on live TV, and though Chien later apologized, he was quickly dropped by the station. His ouster briefly became a cause célèbre, sparking newspaper columns and the release of a T-shirt, dog T-shirt, mug, and coffee cup emblazoned with Chien's face. The WB is owned by blah, blah, blah. He's a great reporter, blah, blah, blah. Chien said that while interviewing for the WB job, he did not need to reassure station officials that he would never again use obscene language on air. They fully understand, and I know I understand, that it is something that cannot happen again.
No,
he said. Noting that he has worked for 12 years in television news, Chien added, "I think they were pretty comfortable with that record instead of the choice 5 seconds."
Do you know how much he's going to look around him before he goes live?
God.
Do you know that the security that the WB will probably send out with him, the first live shot he does, that he's going to be looking over his shoulder?
I love this quote he gives. It's just so believable. "I am very enthusiastic about joining the WB11 News," he said in a statement. "I think that they are a top-notch group who are ahead of the curve on a lot of things."
Oh.
Way to be specific.
Top notch, top notch.
Ahead of the curve.
Ahead of the curve.
Then what, bends up into ratings?
Yeah, WB not really known for their news organization.
Way ahead of the curve, you know, with that big swell of annoying viewers right behind you. Who needs that?
Pesky viewers to get in the way of his reporting.
So,
that's great.
Yeah.
Good for him.
The articles are great. Daily News, Post, and Newsday. Here's another something. Chien's controversial firing came after he reacted to a couple of Opie and Anthony fans who were holding signs and gesturing lewdly behind Chien in Midtown. And then the Post has the picture of the sign, the famous Opie and Anthony sign. Chien smiling like you guys said. And then there's good old Nathaniel's tiny, tiny little face.
Oh. Weren't we going to have something going on today? What happened?
We're working on it.
Went back inside. Oh, they did?
Yeah, we're working on it.
All right.
We're always working on assaults on the media. We don't just leave it to our pests. We do a lot of them on our own.
Christina Applegate's holding up pretty well.
She's lovely.
She still looks really good. She's on, I guess, Good Day New York. Good day, New York. Good day, sir.
Could you pass the Palmyra of, what's it called, Palmyra?
Grey Poupon?
No, the Palm, you know
what are you trying to say?
Oh, boy.
I don't know. I didn't, what's the all-fruit thing? Could you please pass the jelly?
Oh.
Which is actually a good commercial.
Holland?
All right, good, no one knows this.
Hollander?
Yeah, I could have said Grey Poupon.
Holland.
Does anybody know what that awful yet lovely little
I didn't hear you,
condiment is? Dan, what is it?
What is it?
Polaner all fruit.
Polaner all fruit.
All fruit. Thank you, Fan.
Thanks.
Was that on the air? You never know when they talk from the booth if it's on the air or just for us.
They don't either.
Happy birthday to you.
Come on, guys.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Derek. No. Happy birthday to you.
22 years old. Jesus.
22.
And Nathaniel's like, that's great. I have to listen to a guy that's 5 years younger than me.
Yeah. Isn't that great? He's your boss.
I know. Well, he goes, he's sort of my boss. I got to listen to him. He's 5 years younger than me.
And he looks 15 years younger.
Yeah.
That young.
And he's why did he get the assignment of boss? How did he wheel into that first slot?
He's one of these young geniuses.
A young go-getter?
He's been like working this type of equipment since he was like 14.
Really?
You know that he kind of, taught Steve a little bit about
Stop it.
About some of the Pro Tools and things that we're using on the program?
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Is that true, Derek?
Yes.
See?
Well, the truth of the matter is, Derek's a smart guy, but Steve is a fucking dummy.
I heard.
You heard dummy.
I heard my name and fucking dummy. What?
It's just a normal day on the Opie Anthony
Show.
I
It's like, just what sparked this one? I'm not angry. I just didn't hear the whole thing.
I went to dinner with Black Earl last night, who's
you did.
in the booth with the boys because he's looking everything over because he's going to produce the Ron and Fez show.
How about that?
So he's seeing how things are done around here, and he goes, "Man, your staff, that you guys have, it's just amazing. Everyone's just attacking and they're just vicious to each other."
Vicious. How is Earl producing the show? Is that one of the Viacom stipulations to let Ron and Fez out? Like, all right, you guys can go, but he has to be in charge of the show.
Take him with you.
Earl, what do you think? We've been down at the compound in Washington. They needed to hire a few schwoogies.
Oh, my God. Oh, the guy is...
Every company needs a few.
Say that. Earl Douglas,
let's
man.
make believe the schwoogie hiring thing doesn't happen in every company in America.
Supposed to say that.
Oh, we're just supposed to make believe it's all about talent all the time? Jesus.
Oh, all right, Fat Nick. Earl.
Congratulations on the gig, Earl.
Thank you.
You'll be producing the Ron and Fez show. They start September 12th here on 202.
Great to have you on board.
It's great to be here.
Do you have to have the phone touching your cock base? That's really creepy. Can you put it to the side at least?
His phone is clipped on the front of his belt like a codpiece.
That way he can get a youngster to answer it.
Don't take it off my belt. Just put your head here.
Are you nervous, man, about producing the show?
Yes. Very.
Oh, cool. He's honest.
It's almost like the drummer for Spinal Tap gig.
Being
Ron and Fez's producer. They've gone through quite a few.
Oh, yes, they have.
But a lot of them wind up going on to bigger and better things in radio. They get the wrong gig.
You got it. Awesome.
Oh, good. Jimmy took a picture of Earl's cock. That's wonderful.
You can't see anything because he's all in black.
Oh, yes, you can. Look at this flash.
Yeah?
Yeah, look at that. That's delicious non-bulge.
I think Earl's sporting like 2.
I didn't mean anything.
3.
I didn't mean anything bad when I said welcome aboard. It's not like you got to go below and lay down, toe to head, and take a 3-month trip somewhere. It's a little awkward with you people sometimes, but
it happens from time to time.
I truly mean that. It's great to have you, one of the old team, back.
Earl, so you've been observing the last 3 days?
Yes.
Seeing how things work, right?
Yes.
What are some of your observations about the new O&A team?
Those guys kill each other. They just really go after each other. And you've broken them very well.
Broken them? How do we break them?
No, I mean, they're just very... Like, when you guys first started,
they
were
work?
No, they were just very energetic, and now they're just kind of...
Sorry, we actually hired people that worked finally. Jesus, the last staff, they were all concerned about just getting high the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
Late and stuff. We actually found people that actually want to do radio. God forbid, Earl.
Do any of these guys smoke weed? You smoke weed? No? Wow.
They're all shaking their heads?
No, one of them didn't shake his head.
Nathaniel just drinks heavily and quotes Mein Kampf.
It's a fine book. None of them smoke weed. Wow, our whole whole staff last time was just a bunch of goddamn potheads.
That's right.
They're a bunch of liars. No?
By the way, can I point out to whoever paged me just now, I don't get numbers on my pager, so you're unknown, whoever just paged me. Thank you. Go ahead.
Ooh, all right. That's it, Earl?
Paged, yes.
You did a good job today. You have the on-air presence of leaves.
I thought it was another great appearance by him, personally.
It's nice to see some consistency in life, that Earl has not changed There's no excitement in you whatsoever.
Did you leave the other place? You left.
No, I haven't.
Of course
You haven't left?
No, I haven't.
What are you doing over there?
Same thing.
What do you do over there?
No one knows.
No, I do.
No one knows what he
I do
does.
public affairs and production.
Public affairs and production?
Yes.
Production? What kind of production do you do?
For public affairs. Spots.
You do spots?
Do some spots. I don't voice anything, but...
What do you do then? You
dub them. When you come in.
So what he's saying is, you will get a reel, like a tape,
no, not even
with a spot on.
MP3s.
You get an MP3 that gets emailed to you, and you have to then put that in the system so it can be played. So you're not really doing production.
Well,
you're switching. You're taking something out of an email and putting it into a machine.
Why is he taking pictures of my...
Just take a picture of his ass.
Jim is disturbed.
All right, Earl.
So when are you going to leave the other place?
Well, I'm going to pad my pockets for a while. I need
Here's
money.
what he's saying. He does so little over there that he can actually work full-time here, and nobody will know not to send him a check.
He'd have 2 gigs.
And
he'd get a check
there.
over there. Yeah.
All right, Earl.
All right, Earl, welcome. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be
XM
here.
Family says welcome.
Good luck, bro.
That's right. Hopefully with the same results.
Good luck. Nah, Earl.
Good job.
Earl will do fine.
Yeah, no, he will.
All right, it was a busy night as far as news for the Opie and Anthony program. The Pests have gotten all sorts of press.
Yes.
Because of that billboard they put up in Orlando. Could you get the other story? Because it's hilarious. The Pests actually sent out their own press release. And it just proves that the news, they don't check anything. If you send out a press release, they'll print it word for word. And there's some things in this one article that I read that are hilarious.
Yeah.
Like that the billboard went up on Jim Norton's birthday and all sorts of stuff.
That's in the press release?
Oh, yeah, you got I got to get the other one.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
If you Google our names and hit news, we could get that real fast, guys. But basically, it's making all the radio websites. Friday Morning Quarterback wrote about it, Anthony. Opie and Anthony Show fans buy billboard as a continuation of a radio bid. Fans of the Opie and Anthony Show on XM Satellite Radio, best known as Pests.
Yes.
That word is just taking off, man.
They love it.
And the concept is absolutely just blowing up out there. Best known as Pests, raise funds on their own and design and place the billboard on a major thoroughfare. The billboard was in reference to a war of words between the XM pair and Jim Phillips of the Philip File Show at Clear Channel Talker WTKS Orlando. ONA listeners had been flooding the Phillips Show with emails and took the attack to the next level by placing a billboard on All-American Boulevard in Maitland, Florida, near the studios where the Phillips File Show broadcasts. The sign reads, Mr. Phillips, the Pests win, you lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
The Opie and Anthony Army. Oh, my God.
Spell it.
Oh, my
it's okay,
God.
don't be shy.
Commemorating?
Commemorating. Thank you. Commemorating. Holy crap. The Pat Battle of O-Town. So there you have it.
You couldn't get that word out.
I don't know
I
why.
have to call you Big O.
I think he's coming in tomorrow.
Is he?
Yeah, to read from that pedophile website. Is this the one? Let me see. Yeah, okay.
I love these nervous moments poor Eric has. Every time he hands something to Ope goes, this one. Eric goes, inside he's going, please, God, just let it be the one.
No, I think this is the one. Yeah, the press is starting to pick up on this.
This is the one on a Post-it and give it to him now. Useless.
Fans of radio show purchase billboard to support ongoing joke. Orlando, Florida, August 18th, 2005. In what is almost surely a first in the broadcasting industry.
Tell him, Fred.
Tell him, Fred.
Stop.
I'm sure Howard will say that his fans were buying billboards way back.
Tie bandanas around billboards. Tell him, Fred.
Wow, that's nice. In what is almost surely a first in the broadcasting industry, fans of the Opie and Anthony Show contributed money to purchase a billboard advertisement without the knowledge of the show's stars.
Stars? Who? Where? We have stars on this show?
Well,
we kind of knew really late in the game that this was going on.
Yeah.
Fans calling themselves the O&A Army collected over $1,000 in a 3-day span to erect a large ad along Florida's All-American Boulevard in the Orlando-Maitland area. Speaking of that $1,000, this is why I do love Whackbag at times. They had a post, and they showed all the people that contributed to the billboard.
Oh.
And everyone else is like, thanks a lot, Dick. This is showing that I was a skinflint, and I didn't donate any money.
A skinflint.
A skinflint.
Wow. What year did they post that? I didn't mean to be a skinflint. I had just purchased a Negro.
I was kind of improvising there, Jimmy. The skinflint thing goes back to the time. Skinflint goes back to the time that we went out to dinner with Crazy Jim.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother story.
Skinflint. I'm no skinflint.
But he called our old friend Jay a skinflint.
That's just too much money to purchase this elixir.
So what they're saying is that there were some guys on there that were real pinch pennies.
But it was great. It's like they had a thank you thread. Want to thank the following people for contributing the $1,000 towards the billboard. And it was like, I think it was like 15 names. And then everyone else was like, gee, thanks a lot, Dick. Anyway, the ad's text makes reference to a continuing joke in which the hosts Greg Opie Hughes and Anthony Cumia criticize commercial radio shows, often pointing out their hosts' hypocrisies. Opie and Anthony then continue the joke by suggesting to the fans, whom they call pests, to call the offending shows in the hopes of disrupting it. The billboard purchased by the Pest now commemorates a successful multi-day disruption of local Orlando radio hosts. When asked to comment, Hughes called the billboard classic. This is where the news just will print anything. They will just print any press release. We got to get better with this. Now you guys are onto something.
Yep.
We got to sneak all sorts of stuff into our press releases
wait a minute.
from now on.
Wait. This what you're reading right now was written by
Whackbag.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we never commented. Obviously,
we called it classic.
Yeah, this is great. Eric, know what the problem is? I need water really bad.
Let's have some water,
really
Hawk.
Funny.
Quickly, for Christ's sake.
Scumbags. Throwing in all little things from the show.
All right, so the billboard purchased by the Pest now commemorates a successful multi-day disruption of local Orlando radio hosts. When asked to comment, Hughes called the billboard classic, while co-host Jim Norton said it was simply phenomenal. And then there's parentheses. And in there it says, incidentally, the billboard was put up on Norton's birthday.
What's that supposed to be? Some kind of sick joke?
We have the greatest fans. We have fans that just get it. Other radio shows, they got their listeners. But we have true fans that just get what this show's all about.
Because they're part of the fucking show.
Of course.
They become an integral part of the show, and
it's very interactive, this show.
On
it's
Jimmy Norton's
really
birthday.
funny.
I got to read that again. When asked to comment, Hughes called the billboard classic, while co-host Jim Norton said it was simply phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Incidentally, the billboard was put up on Norton's birthday.
They're great.
And they print this as real news. This is from PR Web, whatever that is.
That's great.
Actually, then this is something new. I read something else this morning. But it's the same press release. The Opie and Anthony Show can be heard 24 hours a day on XM Satellite Radio, Channel 202, blah, blah, blah. The Opie and Anthony Army is made up of volunteer pests of the Opie and Anthony Show and Army has no official affiliation with neither the Opie and Anthony Show nor XM Satellite Radio. So there you have it. How great is that?
And I'm no skinflint. I donated a sawbuck.
And finally, wrapping up the press from overnight, we had a big night of press. This one I kind of feel bad about.
Sweetie.
Our old producer, Rick Delgado.
Oh, I don't feel bad about it. It's just, again, how the press can twist things around.
Yeah.
For some reason, they've pretty much hung Rick out to dry based on our comments. Yeah. And when we do it here, it's cool because we like Rick, and we think he'll do fine over there in San Francisco. But based on what he's done during our show, when he was producing our show, we've had some fun, just commented on things he's done in the past and certain contributions he made to the show. And they kind of printed that like we're saying he's going to fuck the station and he's going to get fired and the Asians should watch out for him and he's a racist. And yeah, it was never in that, supposed to be taken in that light.
All right, really fast, though. Let's say hi to Robert. Robert, what's up?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to say, well, first of all, happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Oh, it's Derek's birthday. You can't take the thunder away from Derek.
Yeah, him too.
Oh, screw Derek. I saw a big black rolling wow billboard yesterday in Illinois.
A wow billboard in Illinois? Is that
rolling
possible?
wow billboard?
Well, it was on the back of a black Peterbilt, but it was in like 3-foot letters.
Nice. Was it for the O&A show?
Yeah, we're wondering. Because wow is being used in advertising like crazy these days.
Tell him, Fred.
Anyway, punch it out. Y'all have a good day.
Thanks.
Well,
could have been one of those big magnetic sticker things that go on
Maybe.
the back of the trucks.
I'm sure some of the truckers out there are getting very creative with their wow signs at this point. All right, so here's the article. Asian American community denounces Rick Delgado's hiring in San Francisco. What do they want him to do? Just like, become homeless?
Of course.
Yeah, he should never
enough
work
is enough.
again.
The guy already lost his job, his lucrative job, and now he has to take a few steps backwards and go to San Francisco, leaving his family and his friends and where he wants to be. Producer Rick Delgado's radio broadcast career has been filled with controversy. He was fired from New York's Mix 102.7 in 2002 for his role in the radio station's Sex and a Church stunt. He was also fired from Hot 97 earlier this year for masterminding the Tsunami parody song filled with anti-Asian slurs. Now Delgado has landed another controversial job as the new producer at Wild 94.9 in San Francisco.
Wild! Hey, you're listening to Wild. Wild?
Change the name of your station. You're not being wild anymore in commercial radio.
Wild.
How wild can you really be in commercial radio?
How wild can you get? Hey, we're going to get wild after these commercials.
WDLL.
Do you think they have all sorts of wild promotions?
Oh, they're wild. I'm sure they're throwing that word wild around like wild.
I guarantee it's going to be a wild weekend.
Oh, look out.
We're going to do a block party weekend. It's going to be wild. I hate commercial radio.
Wait a minute. You don't think the block party weekend is particularly wild?
Doesn't sound wild.
You saying that it's probably meek?
A block party weekend. We get to hear 3 in a row from Led Zeppelin and Bad Company.
Wow.
And Leonard Skinner.
Good one.
They talk through half of it.
Get
the call letters out.
What about the Firecracker 500?
Firecracker 500 this 4th of July. Tune in. We're going to be counting down your 500 top songs.
They count down for 3 fucking days just so they can play Stairway to Heaven as number 1. Sometimes they'll trick you and they'll make it number 2, and then they'll make like, I don't even know what number 2.
War Pigs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would never happen.
Of course not.
It would be like a Beatles song.
Sure.
Probably.
This is a strange hire, by the way, for this station, knowing Rick, though. And this is why I guess he's in trouble again, because we
huge Asian population in San Francisco. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, it's probably one of the biggest Asian communities in America.
33%, I think. The article says somewhere.
Ooh, you would think he would get a job maybe in Texas.
Yeah, somewhere where there's
Alabama.
not many Asians. I would say probably.
They would throw a parade in Alabama.
Oklahoma.
Rick was gonna.
Oh no, they wouldn't. Not if they knew exactly what his nationality was.
Good point.
He peels back what?
They'd have a parade that ended at a tree with a rope on it.
We got ourselves a peeler.
For he's a jolly good fellow. He's tying his hands behind his back on a horse.
Anyway, now Delgado has landed another controversial job as the new producer at Wild 94.9 in San Francisco, a diverse city with a large Asian Pacific American population.
Pacific American?
With a large Asian Pacific American... What? It's getting that crazy with this?
So I'm a Pacific American.
I thought it was just like Asian American. That's not...
Asian. Well,
Pacific
Asian could be from a lot of places around the
world. That's good enough.
You know, Asian Pacific American is there's a lot of Vietnamese.
It's good enough. Asian American is good enough. Jesus.
You sure Pacific doesn't mean the Pacific Ocean?
Huh?
Like maybe because they're on the West Coast or no?
Asian Pacific American population.
Pacific American.
Like instead of Asian Atlantic, which would be here. Like I'm saying, could it be like whatever ocean they've invaded this good land from?
Yeah. Maybe they're talking about where they are in the country here, not where they came from.
That's what I'm wondering.
Who knows?
I'd like to ask a few of them. Go, hey, by the way, what part of Asia do you in?
had some tone.
Yeah, it sure did, Jimmy.
I'll avoid getting it on your electronic
That's
equipment,
right.
Jimmy.
I deserve it.
I can't wait for the fart game.
I love it. I
Can't
think
wait
you
for
and
another
Ed should all
version
play
of
it in a
fart.
phone booth.
Man, you got to like sneak one out.
That's wild.
Just to throw everyone off.
No, I really don't do that.
All right, let's say hi to...
I find farting disgusting.
I bet your aunt just takes like a one log shit. It's probably a nice fucking 11-incher by 6, and he wipes once and pulls his trousers up without ever acknowledging it to
Oh,
himself.
you could check the taper with an instrument, a little measuring with a protractor. It's perfect every time. Perfect taper.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Perfect exit taper and cut-off taper.
See, mine looks like a wall after a shotgun went through a stomach filled with chocolate pudding.
You've got to get some roughage.
They've been better lately, though. I've had a few nice, long, tapered, lovely ones.
Yeah.
But once in a while, oh, boy.
It's a pleasure when you're done quickly. You know?
Yeah.
When you're done very quickly. Everything comes out. It's finished.
Right.
Flush. You're done.
Let's get back to Rick. Because I think we messed him up a little bit here with our comments on our show.
Who knew they were listening?
Despite expressed outrage from APA groups over his new gig on the Strawberry in the Morning show, Delgado told the Bay Area newspaper that he would not change his ways. Oh, God. Didn't he learn anything from working with us? My job is to put stuff out there and see what gets a reaction. Hopefully people will get a kick out of it, Delgado told the San Jose Mercury News. Some former coworkers who call Delgado over-the-top Rick are also confident the producer will inevitably be back to his old tricks of offending people.
Who else is calling him over-the-top Rick besides us?
I don't know.
We called him over-the-top Rick.
Maybe it was when Todd Lynn was on our show.
I think we pointed that out.
Well, here come the quotes from us.
Uh-oh.
He's in your town now, said XM satellite radio personalities Greg Opie Hughes and Anthony Cumia in a July 14th broadcast of their Opie and Anthony show. Both Hughes and Cumia...
He's in your town now, he said.
Yeah.
You take him.
Oh, we're great. Both Hughes and Cumia were fired along with Delgado from Mix 102.7 for broadcasting an alleged sex act in New York.
Really? When did that happen? Wow. Mix 102.7?
No one gets anything right in the papers. Don't believe what you read. Please
Mix
don't.
102.7, yeah.
Whoever got a paycheck from Mix 102.7?
Not me. Earl.
Todd Lynn, a former Hot 97 on-air personality, said in the same broadcast that Delgado is a talented writer who has a tendency to step over the line.
Tendency?
You got to step over the line. He goes uncut cock first over it.
Hughes and Cumia noted that Delgado... This is where we're just idiots. Hughes and Cumia noted that Delgado also wrote a gay song 4 years ago set to the Sesame Street theme song, which made fun of homosexuals living with HIV and AIDS. Do we have that song?
4 years ago.
That's right, and it's still poignant and hilarious.
It's hysterical.
You bet I laugh at it.
Well, we just decided to, point that out, considering that Rick was, working in San Francisco now.
Yeah, it was just, between the Asians and the gays in San Francisco, I think that makes up 115% of the population. And this is what he did.
San Francisco is
the
job is the job you take if you can't get the job as Kim Jong-il's press secretary.
We're all gays, picking T in RA. T cells low, we got the HIV. It's a great way to lose some weight on our way to Christopher Street. Dead in days, legions all over my face. Pound my eggs and grab some AZZ. You can watch my life wither away on our way to Christopher Street. On our way to Christopher Street. On our way to Christopher Street.
He puts that affected gay voice on.
But that is a really funny parody, Dave. God
funny.
damn it, that's funny.
That was, and he wrote that because they were going to have a character with AIDS as a Muppet on Sesame Street.
Right.
And that's why that was written.
So at the time it made sense, right?
Of course.
To write something like that. All right, so...
Stupid Muppet that no one wants to put their hand in. Who needs that?
I must say, for
it just lays there crumpled because no one will touch it.
Little Muppet fur robe goes on him.
Oh, look, a cloth tear. Assholes.
For all the stuff Rick did on the show, his parodies were very funny.
Yeah, definitely.
Rick's a funny dude. We were saying that affectionately. Over
Yeah,
the top,
I
Rick.
know.
He's in your city now. It's like, why don't they put you? They understand the inflection of how it was said, and they're typing this almost disingenuously because they know that nobody's tossing them under the bus.
I found Rick very funny.
And this is what makes me sick. And Ben put a call into them or something. The tsunami. This is about this guy.
Well, read the paragraph before that, just so we can continue with the article.
Because of his track record?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because of his track record, APA groups, including the JACL and the Asian Lost Caucus. Japanese American.
Should be the Asian Lost Cocks. That's small.
JACL. It's
Rush that one.
It's JAC. I don't know if that's an L because they pronounce it that way, or it's supposed to be an R. I can't really tell. And they are protesting Delgado's presence in a city with over 33% Asian residents. The tsunami song was irresponsible, racist radio in its worst form, said Malcolm Young, spelled Y-E-U-N-G.
Malcolm?
Of course.
How do you get a name like Malcolm? That's another thing. Stop with the regular first names and the Asian last names.
Exactly.
It's just silly.
He's an ALC staff attorney, another scumbag lawyer, about Delgado's song, which made light of last year's Asian tsunami tragedy. 94.9 has in effect endorsed irresponsible racist radio by hiring Delgado. Really, motherfucker? Well, how about this? Are rap stations endorsing drug dealing and murder by playing Snoop and by playing 50 Cent or other rappers? Why don't you ever go after them? Why are you going after a fucking radio host that did a comedy parody? Once again, double standard for humor as opposed to other forms of the arts.
They do go after him. They write him little letters that say, I feel sorry for your mother. Shooting. It's awful.
God, they just won't leave Rick alone. In a July 14th letter to Wild 94.9, that's his news station.
Wow.
APA groups blasted Delgado for using the word chink in the tsunami parody song and requested a meeting with radio station management.
Why? What do you have to say?
This is old business, you asses.
They love getting a meeting.
Oh, it's awful. You want a meeting? How about this? You bring up a white bag filled with delicious food. I'll throw you a tip, and you beat it. Enjoy your meeting, stupid.
Hop back on your bicycle.
Asian Law Center. Fuck you.
This goes on and on, but basically they got a letter-writing campaign. Obviously, people that never even heard the song.
Of course. Bunch of people writing letters. I mean...
I give the station credit. They're fighting back, which is nice. It's nice to see in commercial radio because that never happens. They're praising Delgado to local media for his experience and ability to draw major guests to the show.
Really? Is he still available?
Yeah, can we hire him?
They're saying, Delgado's an off-air member and will be closely monitored as far as this radio show goes.
Closely monitored. Can't you just have fun anymore?
Can we call some Asian groups? It's 8:30. I know there's somebody in one of them that would come on and talk. You can't just send one an email. Can we get call a few of them?
The root of the problem is radio station management, said Lynn to the New York Daily News. Todd Lynn was part of the Tsunami song. He was on our show. He said Hot 97 management approved the Tsunami parody song before it went on air. He also criticized Hot 97's parent company, Emmis Communications, on the Opie and Anthony Show for encouraging their radio personalities to continually push the envelope to get higher ratings. That is so true. So true in commercial radio. And then when something gets fucked up, they all run and hide and fire the jock. Others say some radio shock jocks are equal opportunity offenders, like J.R. Gack on Albany's 94.5, who during a June 21st and 22nd show called APA's Slant-Eyed Gooks.
Oh,
Jesus. In response, 94.5 parent company Galaxy Communications, Ed Levine, said in an email to the PC that listeners know what to expect from the JR in the afternoon show and are encouraged to turn the dial if they are offended. Bravo to Ed Levine.
How great is that? Good.
Well, Ed Levine has balls in general.
We may disagree with the content on JR's show from time to time, but it's important in a free society that these shows be on the air,
said Levine. Bravo again to Ed Levine. Ultimately, the listeners have the final say. If the listeners don't listen, shows that are deemed different and edgy will not succeed, he added. Bravo to Ed Levine.
Bravo.
People, people don't want to listen to this shit. They listen to something else. Their ratings drop, your exposure drops, and then you're gone. Bye-bye.
Wait, note coming in from Hawk. Note coming from Hawk.
Hawk, what's that note say, Hawk?
What does it say?
Bruce Kelly on 12 has something for us.
Uh-oh.
Right? You might remember Bruce Kelly. He was the one that cried after he saw The Who perform in London.
I'm absolutely crying over here.
Could you get the Bruce Kelly crying thing?
Hi, Bruce.
Bruce, you don't get to talk to us until we play you
Play
crying.
the jingle. I'm waiting for the jingle. Damn, come on. Martini Steve did a great job.
What's the jingle?
The jingle, you guys.
The Bruce jingle.
The birthday boy, Derek, will play the Bruce Kelly jingle
God,
right
he's got
now.
to steal someone's thunder. Let him.
Bruce Kelly's on the phone from far away, and we bet he's got nothing good to say. This segment could be the world's biggest wreck. Bruce Kelly's got his pants around his neck. Let's all make a bet that Bruce Kelly will get hung up on a
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. By the way, today at noon on the 80s channel, we'll be live from XM Performance 1 with the Slant-Eyed Gooks, a one-hit wonder band from the 80s that most people don't remember. I think they did Turning Japanese, something like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Hey.
Hey, can I point out something? After you
better get your head and your ass wired together, or I will take a giant shit on you.
Hey, seriously, though, about the jingle, I send you guys gifts for actually somewhat accepting me on the show.
You didn't even acknowledge your gifts.
I know. Why didn't you?
They were the stupid.
Steve did.
We couldn't even make good radio out of it. I threw mine away.
I'd like to
home.
acknowledge one of your gifts, Bruce, but to tell you the truth, I didn't fucking get one.
Me neither.
No. That's not true.
I saw Opie get one. He opened it up. I saw
and what did I do
Steve
after I
get
opened
one.
it up?
No, I sent
Oh, you threw it in the garbage.
Yeah. I sent Steve the Cooler DVD.
Yeah, he got the cooler.
I sent you and Ope the Man Who Cried DVD.
I didn't get that.
Well, that's Opie threw it in the trash.
Oh, is this? Oh, God, thank you.
Guys Gone Wild.
This is a great one because the guy has his shirt open. What a chest.
Yeah, that one's for Jim.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Because my 18-year-old borrowed all my tranny DVDs. So.
Hey, Bruce, when are we going to meet some famous celebrities that you know? I want to meet some of your music friends.
Well, here's what I'm calling for. I have these 5 pairs of tickets to see Queen with Paul Rogers coming up in October.
Ooh.
At Madison Square Garden. And I thought I would pass them along to my radio buddies there on XM 202 for you guys to figure out some sort of way to win them.
A prize?
Yeah. I mean, you guys do what you want to. I know that Opie was talking about Queen a couple of weeks ago.
I hate the new Queen. I got to get a pair from my buddy Joey, though. Joey who runs Paisano on Mulberry Street in the heart of Little Italy.
Paola?
Well, hold on a second here.
Is it?
I don't know.
No, that's called Save Life-ola.
I'm starting to sweat here. I promised him I would somehow get him tickets to this damn Queen thing.
Okay,
don't end up like Johnny Ola.
Hold on.
What are we talking, De Niro, baseball bat, in the Untouchables?
Hold on, I just realized he's got tickets. All right, it's worse than that. He's
What?
got tickets. He needs to go back and meet, like Brian May.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on, backstage. Okay, let me write that down. You guys don't want to go?
Oh, my God. I see what's going on here.
What?
I'm going to have to be nice to Bruce Kelly so he does me a favor.
Absolutely. Look at this.
There you go.
One hand washes the other. Both hands pull the pants up to your nipples.
See?
Oh, God, this is an awful day.
As a matter of fact, I think
no idea that I have to go along with this one.
We should make a picture. I got a photograph of Bruce's pants pulled way up. Remember outside the elevator?
Yeah,
Bruce is wearing black sweatpants. And I'm not trying to be dirty, but the cock bulge. It looks like he has a pound of mashed potatoes in his undershorts.
Can we throw that up on OpieAnthony.com?
Oh, it's huge.
I got it.
Or Ida.
You have just a huge hog in those pants.
It's actually my screensaver, so I'll have to bring it in.
I dance across the screen.
That's the greatest.
Hey, I got a new screensaver, too. Bob Edwards coming out of his casket. But
That's
we had that on
pretty
video.
funny.
So.
Any ghoul Bob Edwards joke is very funny.
Every time Bob sneezes, some dirt from his home country falls out of his hair.
You know what? We had the office pool around here that Bob would go next after Miss Ellie and Peter Jennings, but didn't quite happen.
I like that joke.
I loved it.
You liked it?
Yeah, it was a dead cancer joke. How do you not like that? He's got to see him in the hall.
We got to be fair.
Every morning.
That's
God.
true.
All right.
Every morning rushing back to his casket before the sun comes up.
But how come Bob only tape his shows at 3 a.m.? Long story.
Let's record this fucker.
Tomorrow night, watch the Bob Edwards Midnight Movies for an Ed Wood Festival.
He hit the wall on that one.
Yeah, sorry. All
That's
right,
great. You are going to be indebted
Too many.
to Bruce Kelly.
Okay.
That's right.
You'll be indebted to Bruce Kelly.
How are we going to get these Queen tickets so we can give them away for the Mousetrap
All right,
show?
they're great seats, by the way.
How are we going to get them?
I have an idea how we can get them. Oh.
You should have at least gotten the tickets before you hung up on him.
I didn't mean to step on your hang-up. I didn't know you were doing that.
It still works. Who cares? He's gone.
I was thinking maybe Bruce Kelly could hide them in his pants like Ron Jeremy did. Hope could fish them out.
I'm not fishing them out.
Foraging?
No, that's okay. Don't we have the longer clip of him crying? Bruce Kelly crying after he watched The Who perform in London?
Yeah, at Live 8. He was watching The Who, and he came back to talk with his cohorts on the air, and he was all broken up. Got all emotional from watching The Who. Ugh.
Someone just...
What?
Someone just, like, infant farted. Oh, Jesus.
Not me. But don't blame
Did
me.
you fart? No. It smells like an infant fart. You know those...
I know the smell, yes, and it's not me.
Oh, my God.
I know the smell. Get the same smell when I put it in.
All right, here's Bruce Kelly
Get the
crying.
pink sock on your...
Is this live?
Yes, we're live. Bruce, where were you, buddy?
I was right up under the photogs.
You know, it's amazing watching Pete Townsend and Roger Daltrey perform these songs after all these years and still have the full spirit of what they do under control. I mean, you know, Townsend just continues to be an amazing guitar player.
I'm sorry. I'm absolutely crying. I can't help it. I really can't. This is no fake. The whole moment just kind of got to me with that video.
Yeah, the video was very powerful.
Yeah, that was. This is very awkward. I'm sorry, but it was just very. I mean, it's just The Who. I can't help but be a 14-year-old kid out there with The Who. And that's it. I'm sorry.
You were seeing them live. I guess that was in color.
Yeah. Yeah, they were live on stage, but the black and white was happening on the big screens too. So
Through your tears.
Wow.
So there's 2 more to go here at Hyde Park, and the crowd.
Like an idiot. I'm sorry,
really.
Okay. No. It's just,
hey, look,
it's just overwhelming.
That's what this. That really is what this is all about. There are certain moments that touch everybody.
Yeah.
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the Owenay virus.
Maury's been doing this act, and it's been working for him. We had him on our show once and asked him. I was like, Maury, what are you doing? You parade around freaks on your show. It's a freak show.
He admitted it.
Under the guise, and he's like, hey, he said something like, hey, I got to make a living. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't have... You think he cares about this woman?
You think he hangs out with the Pejoria kids after the taping?
Yeah, that's it.
Maury, you said you were going to set up a whole softball team for us kids with progeria.
Get away from me, you little fucker. You give me the creeps.
We're done with you.
He hid them in his office once. He had these little progeria kids, and they were real little. And as a gag, he had one in his trash can.
No, he did.
What? Yes, he did. One in his shelf. And he's like, where's Mindy? Where's Mindy? And he'd go, is she in here? To show how little they are. And he'd open up his drawer, desk drawer.
Hi, Maury.
And this alien, this thing that was dropped off from a fucking spaceship, is in his drawer. And then he's like, where's Billy? Billy, I hear you. I don't see you.
I'm in the trash can, Maury.
He's in the fucking garbage can. In the garbage can. How funny it would be if one of the workers just dumped it out in the big bin and rolled him into the dumpster, compacted him with the rest of the trash.
Shelf.
Yeah, and one was sitting on the shelf like a bookend. Like a bookend. Where's little Shelly?
Here I am, Maury.
That's right.
Right behind the Da Vinci Code.
Why? You're not doing that to help people. It's a freak show. Look how tiny this is. Look how tiny this little person is.
And he acts like he cares, but then the show's over, and I think he's picking him to the curb.
I'm out of here.
Right.
How perfect that garbage can was. Get all 5 of them in there.
Oh, my God. That's the biggest laugh I've had in a long time.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
All right, really fast. Let's go to the phones and say hi to Krista on Long Island. Krista, what's up?
Hey, you know that station WDLL? It's DLL hell, wacky and wild with your hard drive. Insert wacky horn here.
What are you talking about, Krista?
You said WDLL.
I was joking about W dull, yes.
It would be like W dull, like
I'm sorry.
wild and dull.
All right, I gotcha.
I went with WDLL, like DLL files.
Jesus,
DLL
all right. I knew something was different. And
Something was different.
And Derek knows exactly what I'm talking about. Damn it, this is too good of a visual, unfortunately. We're coming back. I go right to the phones. I talk to Krista, and you like to have a little music behind you that gets the energy going for the show. Gets us pumped up to do the next segment.
Or
right?
rejoiner music.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we're starting with Krista, and I'm noticing something that the music's a little loud.
Can't hear her.
Usually it's mixed nice, real nice. Just
Now, why
enough.
would that be happening? Because Derek is great at that.
And I never... Hold on, Krista. So I never... Hold on, Krista, hold on, please.
Okay. Hey, Krista.
No. You stink. He really does. By the way, Bill needs coffee. A tall, not a grande. And get Jimmy something.
What are we saying?
I don't know. Well, so we're coming back, and we start, all right, let's just jump into the segment. Krista has something great to say. The music's playing. She'll say what she has to say. The music will fade out. Boom, we move on with the show. But Krista's starting to tell her story, and I'm irritated in the back of my head, like, what is wrong? And I hear the music is just too loud.
Yeah.
And seems to be getting louder. So finally, I'm like, I get this look like, what the... And I turn to my left to look into the booth. I see Derek in the background, not really panicking, actually enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
He's up, and he's looking at Earl, who's now running the board because he's practicing because he's going to produce for the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, so Earl was in charge of the music
and
there.
the mix was absolutely awful. And you see Derek trying to tell him to turn it down, and Earl's like kind of hesitant. And it was just a whole thing going on, and it was more of a visual, but... I had to point it out.
Speaking of visual, I see everybody in there, and then I see an extra set of eyes and teeth.
Yeah.
It is so hard to see you, Earl, through that window.
Poor Derek is holding his balls like someone bit him.
Looks like the beginning of a Scooby-Doo cartoon.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well, you're in good company. I can't
Shut up, would you?
All right, Krista.
All right, Krista.
So get to your point.
Okay. I actually plugged the... Opie and Anthony Show on the Raleigh Jane Show.
He said, I can smell your cunt.
Really?
Guys.
I know. So what's on the Raleigh Jane Show?
Yeah.
No one cares. What is it?
It's a show on Ask XM, Channel 165. She was actually really cool with it.
What'd you say?
I just said that you guys were edgy humor and that I really enjoyed it. And she asked me, is that the reason why you bought XM? And I said, yes. And she said, well... So she's something to the effect of anybody who buys the radio is a friend of mine, something to do with that.
All right. That's...
But then, what was she talking about before?
Shut up, Jimmy. Thank you, Krista.
That was a good call.
All right, the S channel. Yes, I got to tell you, I was doing a lot of driving the other day, so I was checking out a lot of XM channels, stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
And I tuned in Dr. Laura on Ask. Oh, God.
She's good.
Who listens to that garbage?
Drivel, I call it.
Absolute drivel.
Take on the day.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It was awful.
She has a little catchphrase?
Oh, my God. At the end, she says, go and take on the day.
Yeah.
Are you your mom's son? Are you your son's mom or something like that? She's like the ultimate mom, unless she's showing her twat with a camera in front of her.
Yeah, I've seen those pictures.
They're pretty hot.
It's
not bad.
all these
Big fuzzy bush, though.
It's all these women calling into our show asking for advice on their, I don't know, on their relationships and their kids and their it's just awful. And she's a huge, huge star in radio. I don't get it.
Self-righteous, and she's totally shed her accent, which really irritates me.
One lady was talking about how she doesn't want her kids seeing their father, and she's moving away and stuff. And it was a whatever. It really was like a whatever conversation. And then the lady wanted to bring up, because Dr. Laura was slamming the lady, like, you know, you really should let your kids see their dad. And then this lady goes, well, I got to tell you, you know, he's got problems. He watches porn all the time. That was the word. Watches porn all the time. Oh, well, I've had enough of this call, and hangs up on her. Just when maybe the call was going to get interesting, you know?
Laura Schlesinger.
It was tough to listen to, I got to tell you. So then I went back to the Truckin' Bozo.
Yeah.
That's my new favorite. Open road. You just get to listen to all these truckers. It's a whole nother life going on out there. Whole nother life. With all their CB handles calling in.
Opie?
Yes, Anthony.
There's an instant feedback here from Potato, with a B, of course, saying, hey, look, go to Drudge. Opie is on the front page of Drudge. So I go there. And, I was, like, taken aback for a second until you realize who it is.
Why is everyone laughing? Don't laugh that hard.
It's Protest Mom. Cindy Sheehan.
They're laughing their... All right, calm down, you asses.
Like everyone's laughing in there.
Really hard.
Yeah, and
someone has to do a separated at birth and throw it up on whackbag.com.
I don't see them doing Photoshops and
you
anything
just got to
else.
find when I had my hair a little longer. But
yeah.
I got to tell you, I had the volume down on my TV. I think it was yesterday, and I saw her on TV, and for a second, it was a split second, I'm like, what? Why are we on TV? Because I'm just assuming they're running some kind of file footage of you and I.
Yeah.
For some dumb story. And then I realized it was her, and I'm like, oh my God, I look like an older lady now. You got to be kidding me.
I got to be honest. I'm beginning to become fed up with this woman. I had a lot of empathy because she's a mother and her son.
Well, what's the deal, Jimmy, first of all?
She's protesting outside of Bush's, I guess his ranch or whatever. You know, her son was killed in action a while ago. And, you know, again, I don't know how a parent reacts when their son is killed in the war. You have the right to protest the war, whatever that's your thing. So I wouldn't even badmouth her. But now, with all the other political stuff she's throwing in, like Bush is a terrorist and Israel get out of Palestine, it's almost like maybe this is just a reaction to his death. She's sick of the whole Middle East Arab conflict. But I'm starting to think that she's almost using her son's death just to get some attention. Like, now that's the platform I have to let everybody listen to what I have to say. And her husband's divorcing her. I don't know if it's over that, but she's beginning to irritate me.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't seem to be about the son anymore. Now it's about her own agenda and using the son as a defense. Because it's very hard. I was saying this the other day. It's very hard to criticize this woman and not come off looking like a ghoul because she lost a son. So you look and you take things that she's doing that you want to say shut the fuck up, and you go, well, she lost a son. You know.
Just say it with a grain of salt.
With a grain of salt, Jimmy. and she's got this defense put in place. But it's getting to the point now where it's like, all right, enough. And I'm not even talking if you agree with her or don't agree. I'm not even getting into that argument.
So,
I'm just saying
well, it's
anybody.
going the other way, though. I mean, it's getting legs, you know. More people are joining her, and
doing
something here in New York City at Union Square. And some people are saying, is this going to be the start of a peace movement?
The peace movement.
And then they did it across the street from the White House, where they usually sell drugs.
Really?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Peace movement over there?
Yeah. Yesterday,
Good luck.
I think there were hundreds of protesters out there.
How about this? Start burning your bras. Let's start there. I wouldn't mind that. See those nice tits jiggling around in your white T-shirts. I'm behind you if you do that.
Bush is on vacation right now, right? We're having one of the worst months ever in Iraq, and I just kind of... I carefully use the word. I find it, the statement, I find it funny. But I know we're having a horrendous month in Iraq.
It's awful.
As far as the war goes. And every night on TV, they're showing Bush doing all these silly vacation things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like chopping wood. And
he's clearing fields and going running and biking. He's having a grand old time,
What's
you know?
with the presidents that they got to go to their property and clear out brush?
It's all for photo op and all that. But
of course it is. Reagan used to do that.
You got to think when you're doing a war thing, it's war times, and maybe you kind of like...
Don't leave the White House.
Maybe,
stay at work.
Or if you have to, take some time off, maybe you make it a little more low-key. If you're biking and running, you don't set up the photo op, you know?
No.
It just seems a little
brush.
Seems a little strange.
It is.
He's got a big smile on his face, enjoying himself, you know?
Yeah, he got problems over there, boy.
And a lot of our men and women are fighting for their lives over in Iraq.
Getting killed on a daily basis. He's on vacation. They got huge problems. They were supposed to. They had the deadline where they were supposed to have the Constitution drawn up, and they can't even get that because the Sunnis aren't getting along with this group and that one. It's impossible for these savages to get together and form a government without us there prodding them and saying, "Look, asshole." You put this together. Left to their own devices, for all of them to be in a room without American representation to keep them from killing each other, they would kill each other. They just hate each other. You can't throw these people together like this. It's impossible. But then again, we can't leave. So we're fucked. It's pretty much where we're at in Iraq.
Someone wanted to correct me on the Bush vacation thing.
Really?
If I misspoke, please call in.
What happened?
I don't know. Let's say hi to Debbie in Cleveland. Debbie!
Hi.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you, Debbie.
No, it's
Debbie.
Derek's birthday. It's actually Derek's birthday, and he's not getting any acknowledgement of that.
I missed my Damone line.
Yeah, but I like Timmy better.
Debbie, hi.
Anyway, I wanted to say that, mother's family, her whole family's disowning her.
Yeah.
She already talked to the president once before.
Yep.
And she's, demanding a second one. And now she's even with MoveOn.org.
Yeah, who you know is a great group.
Yeah, she's beginning to make an ass out of herself, and I've had enough of her.
When her
an attention whore.
When her son first got killed, she spoke with President Bush, and she left that meeting and talked to the press and said it went very well. The president was very nice, very sympathetic, a very warm, kind of like a regular guy, she said. It was nothing but complimentary. And then she came back and said he seemed too jovial when he was meeting with me the first time. Now she's, bad-mouthing. It's all on record. It was in the press what she said the first time when she left the meeting.
Well, what did she expect him to say?
Yeah.
It seems like people...
get into a big,
now she's saying he didn't use...
with her about it.
He didn't use her son's name. He was saying your loved one instead of his name.
It seems like people got her ear. You know what I mean?
Well, now the son, the surviving son, is writing letters to the mother saying, enough. The husband's divorcing her. She's kind of snapped, I think, That's
maybe she snapped.
That's why it's hard to really criticize her and jump on her.
Let's go to Handful of Cream.
Handful of Cream.
What's up, Handful of Cream?
How you doing?
All right.
Jackasses.
No, her point was that her son was there to find weapons of mass destruction, and he died in that cause, and the president hasn't acknowledged anything due to that.
Well, she wants a reason why her son died. Now, whether the reason Bush gives is a good one, and I personally don't think it is one thing. But she did get a reason. It's to free the people of Iraq and put a government in place that's a democracy to stabilize the area, blah, blah, blah. Originally, it was for the weapons of mass destruction that are not there. But that's the reason. What does she want to meet with him now and get that same reason? That's the reason. To free Iraq, to put a democracy in place.
She may have said to herself, look, my son's over there doing something, again, for these weapons of mass destruction to keep us safe. And once they're not found, she's like, well, what the fuck was he over there for then? Who cares about freeing these people? And she's
that's what everyone's saying.
Yeah.
That is a valid point.
Yeah, very.
I was bamboozled into the same thing.
Yep.
I was, I was all for it when Colin Powell went to the UN with the evidence, and he's pointing at the pictures, and this is a mobile lab, and there's weapons here, and under this pile of fucking mess is nerve gas. I'm like, go in there, get the guy. And they go in, and there's no weapons, and then all of a sudden, the focus was off the weapons, and slowly it turned into, we need to free the people of Iraq, and you're like, wait, we didn't buy this. This isn't what we fucking bought. I don't give a shit about the people of Iraq. And the area was stabilized when Saddam was ruling with his iron fist in there. So all of a sudden it turned into a different cause, and a lot of people weren't supporting that cause.
Yeah, where was all the rebellion and uprising when he was raping their women? It wasn't there. They sat there and they fucking took it.
People didn't want freedom. They don't. Ugh. If you want freedom bad enough and your government is oppressing you, in time, when the people get fed up, they rise up and crush the government. Whether it happens in 4 years, 10 years, or 1,000 years, the empires do fall when the people get pissed off at the government. It's just the way it is. But you can't force that on people. You can't say, hey, you need to do this. It's a matter of time. And the Iraqi people obviously weren't ready to overthrow their government. They have too many squabbles between themselves to unite themselves against the government, is what the biggest problem is. And now we're sitting in there trying to police the area without enough soldiers there, with a public that could give a shit about being free, and with insurgents that are getting stronger and more numbers by the day. It's a fucked situation. It really is.
Any group that sees a hot woman and says, hey, let's dress her up like a ghost.
Yeah.
You know what?
Put some clothes on.
Do you really need to vote?
And here's the deal also. I read the other day, they're talking about, this is great, that you're seeing democracy at work in Iraq because they're all getting together to meet and try to hammer out this constitution. Do you know one of the groups, and I can't remember which savage group it is, that are meeting to try to hammer out a constitution? One of their sticking points is that women would have too much power in this new government. Yeah, there's democracy. And the role of Islam in the government wasn't strong enough for them. They want more of a role of the religion in the government, and that's the sticking point. You're not going to solve that sticking point. These people kill themselves for thousands of years over these same issues. Like they're going to change it in a week. What did they extend it a week? Yeah, in 1 week they're going to take 1,000 years of what they've been doing and say, all right, you got a point. Let the women be in charge and fuck Islam.
I'm all for God and government.
Yeah, it works very well.
Let's say hi to Craig in California. Craig?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Hi, Craig.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, when did you guys become the fucking Rush Limbaugh show, man?
Dude,
why?
Hold on, what do you mean, Craig?
Well, I'm talking about, Jimmy, like your commentary on the Cindy Sheehan, okay?
I commented on the fact that she's a public figure now, and she's beginning to irritate me because it seems she's more opinionated. What does that have to do? And Opie even said it doesn't matter, or Ann said it's not about whether agreeing or disagreeing. What's that got to do with Rush Limbaugh?
Well, okay, what I'm hearing you guys say right now, like it sounds like you agree that the war is going very poorly and something needs to happen. And that's basically all that Cindy Sheehan is saying. Yes, she does have a political agenda beyond the fact that her son died, but, it's giving people something to rally around. President Bush told her son died for a noble cause. Was that noble cause so that we could form an Islamic republic in Iraq and turn it into another Iran?
That isn't what Bush is saying, but he gave her a reason. She wants another reason.
I'm not even knocking the fact that she disagrees with the war. Again, right. We've said she's a mother who lost a son. I don't know how you handle that. I'm just saying it's beginning to get irritating because people tend to get a bit self-righteous when they get some press, and I just think that's what's happening. And if you're going to moveon.org and, you're just making demands now and, you're the rally, that's what starts to get irritating.
I don't know. I think it's a great thing, and I hope it turns into something. I hope it does turn into a peace movement because something's got to happen here because it's a mess. It's a terrible situation. Bush is just running this country into the ground.
It is an awful situation. Yes. There's no... I don't think you can find one person that isn't saying it's not an awful situation over there.
But you got Bush saying it's not an awful situation.
Yeah, well, that'll chip away at his chipping away credibility.
No.
It's
all right, guys.
Almost non-existent.
Love the show. You're doing a great job.
I know. You know why? Because it's been a lot longer than people were anticipating. When the war first started, they of course never give a timeline on how long we're going to be there or when it's going to end. But they certainly weren't letting the people on to the fact that this might go on 2, 3, 4 years. It seemed like it was going to be something quick, easy, limited number of troops needed. The Iraqi people were going to rise up, join together. We were going to get them in charge of themselves and pull out. Well, that just ain't happening. It's another situation over there that they really didn't expect.
People who are used to being beaten and downtrodden, they just don't want to take charge. They just want they want to be led.
Nope. You have a nation over there that has more oil. They could finance everyone could be living in a palace over there. All their people, based on the wealth that country can bring in, selling oil. But they just don't have the oomph, the spark.
Well, here's a guy that was in Iraq. Will, what do you got?
How you doing, fellas?
All right. Hey, man.
Little Jimmy, what's up? Hey, listen, I agree with Jimmy 100%, man.
This is bullshit. I was over there for a year. Every freaking month it was like, oh, we're going to be here another 10 years. We're going to be here another 10 years. You know, just sending troops back and forth, sending them into a slaughterhouse. It's freaking disgusting. I tell you, 14 years in, saw first class, I was out the door after I got back the second time. That's it. I was gone.
Done. All right, Will, thank you.
All right, man. Take care.
All right.
Look at the instant feedback. Shut up, hippie. Hippie. What the hell year is it? I don't know. He's one of us is a hippie.
I did say it the other day. I want to say it again. I want to make this perfectly clear. You know, because the guy says, "What are you, Rush Limbaugh?" Rush Limbaugh, you know, spews his stuff, and he wants everyone to agree with him. That's it. There's no room for real discussion or anything. Mm-hmm. We have well, especially Anthony and Jimmy. They have very strong opinions on this stuff. It's their opinions. You either agree or disagree. We're not looking. We don't have an agenda like, this is the way we feel and you should feel also. And that's what's different about this radio show, you know. And we do give you a chance to jump on the phone and disagree with these guys when they go down this road.
I've been reading instant feedback.
And it's so stupid about. It comes up from time to time that this is turning into a political radio show. It's just not.
That's life. It's in the news every day. It's affecting your life.
This show goes in every direction.
Right.
Every single direction. And if you added up the political talk, you'd be very, very surprised. All right. With that, let's move on to Jay in Pennsylvania. Jay?
Hey, guys. Happy birthday there, Derek. I wondered if anybody caught on Big Brother the other night. They got that Iraqi guy, Kaser, in the house. His friends, his little group there, they were going to have this little thing about going against them. He says, if they screw us over, we're going to terrorize them.
Wow, I didn't even know Big Brother was still on TV.
Yeah, unfortunately, my
we try to keep up
it.
on pop culture. I had no idea that reality show was still happening.
Yeah. All right, punch it out.
All right, I'm sorry, I don't have much on that.
No, is anyone watching that?
I watch Celebrity Fit Club. I can't get enough of that. I can't get enough of the new Real World.
I'm watching Brat Camp. That's
Brat
one I watch. Brat Camp.
I'm not in on that show, but I know you like it. They had war paint on. What's that about?
Dude,
is that part of their ceremony at the end?
Goddamn hippies.
It's some kind of like, you know those groups that you go out in the woods, man, and get back to, you know, the basics, and it's kind of that mindset.
Yeah, you get naked with other guys, and then you hug each other and go,
play a drum. You'll hug and play a drum and go, wonderful. Yeah, they get the kids together. They're troubled teens, you know, they're liars, they're thieves. They steal from their parents. They do awful things in school, sexually active, drugs, things like that. Real hot. And they take them and group them all together and put them out in the wilderness in the cold weather. And they have to do things for themselves, you know, camp. They have to make sure all their stuff is tidy. They have to wake up at a certain time, sleep at a certain time. Everything they do is structured, and they hate it. And it's kind of entertaining to watch them getting very frustrated with the counselors. And, you know, the counselors also have to put the kibosh on any budding romances or anything. Because, you know, you get sexually active teens who are used to doing drugs and stuff together for a month in the wilderness. You're going to start sniffing around, you know. So they got to keep that from happening. It's entertaining. And just watching them all cry all the time is really funny. I want my mommy.
Right.
It's great.
I'm going to go off on a slight tangent, but you just reminded me of something. Yesterday in the paper, there's a heroin thing happening here in New York City.
Yeah.
Lower East Side is just awful. I mean, if you want heroin, go down the Lower East Side.
Well, not these days.
And I guess 5 or 6 people died within a week, a bad batch of heroin here in New York City, which you don't hear about anymore.
No, it happens, but
10, 15 years ago, it was happening a lot. They had these stories in the news all the time. And they were showing some of the people that died, but they were only showing the really hot young
two girls.
And they're what?
Co-eds.
They're like 20, 21.
18.
Oh, they were even younger.
Yeah.
And they had their hotness on display on the front page of all the newspapers.
Yep.
And Anthony, you made a great point that we never got to yesterday. It was during one of the breaks.
Yeah, it was 6 people total that have been killed so far with this bad heroin that's been going around. And all you've seen are these 2 hot chicks on the cover of the newspapers for the past few days, and they're trying to find this bad heroin. And they're showing the funeral of these teens and pictures of them, and then they had a little timeline box on page 15, I think it was, of the deaths from this heroin, and they showed the other people. And it's like, why wasn't Tyrone Johnson being given front page news about his OD? You know, and they showed like these just homeless, heroin addict-looking guys.
Right.
Yeah, in little pictures. You know, their pictures aren't splashed on the front page, and it's because their lives are just not as important as hot chicks' lives. And that's the country we live in. That's the world we live in. That's how it works. And then the mother of
you get one of these
girls.
raggedy guys on the front page of your newspaper.
No one's going to care. They say good.
But you walk by and you see a hot chick and death. You're like, oh, what happened to this?
Heroin.
This little angel.
Ooh, I bet this story
I better
is
pick up the Daily News today.
The mother of one of the girls, she was obviously very sad and trying to figure out what happened because the daughter... it wasn't known as being a drug addict or anything. It's doing heroin, you know. You smoke pot a little bit, the parents could be like, oh, I didn't know. But kids doing heroin, you don't know? And apparently they had hooked up with this guy, this 41-year-old guy, and that's where they got their heroin from. And the mother was on Wins. I heard a clip of her saying, what is a 41-year-old man doing hanging out with 18-year-old girls for? And as I'm driving, I just looked at the radio and well... You know why. It was so blatantly obvious that she said it was a little weird. What is this from?
It's Pusherman from Superfly.
Ah. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. I wondered if when the words came out of her mouth she realized what she said. 41-year-old guy hang out with 18-year-old girls. Yeah. To fuck your daughter, unfortunately. That's pretty much what he was doing. Giving her heroin, hanging out with her. Sorry.
All right, let's go to Mark in California. Mark, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, I seen Broken Flowers.
All right, I'm obsessed with this stupid Bill Murray movie. I saw it. I didn't get it. I was kind of disappointed. And every night I'm watching TV and the commercials come on. Phenomenal. 2 thumbs
By Jimmy
up.
Norton.
The best movie of the summer. Bill Murray in Oscar contention. I mean, the reviews on this thing are just out of control. And I sat in that theater. I couldn't wait for the credits to start rolling. And now I think I got to go back and see the stupid movie again.
Don't buy the hype. Your first impression was probably the right one.
I just want to see Bill Murray go back to doing, Groundhog Day and Caddyshack. Well, what happens with these comedians? All of a sudden that material is, below them. They want to
Steve Martin syndrome.
They want to find their artistic side. Jim Carrey's starting to do that in a way.
Yeah.
And these guys are just great at making laugh out loud comedies. Maybe but they all have to do it. They get what is it? They get bored or something?
Maybe the comedy writing is not as good. You might have very few really good comedy scripts to sift through. You see what much garbage is out there. Maybe Bill Murray or Carrey, they're like, ugh, enough of this crap. Let's do something else.
It's an artsy, very slow-moving movie. Bill Murray, they say he's acting. I guess he is. I don't know.
That's what he does now. He just does he speaks 10 words during the entire movie.
He walks
around slowly.
He sits on his couch and listens to like this jazzy, classical, fucked up music, and it's like, all right, if you do it for 5 seconds during a movie, whatever, I'm with you.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like it just goes on and on and on. You start getting uncomfortable in your seat, and you're like,
what is he doing?
All right, I can't take this anymore.
And he doesn't really make any facial expressions anymore.
No.
It's just very straight.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Mark?
The little angel scene is very good.
There you go. I did tell you about that.
Alexis
that is
Zena?
one of the naughtiest scenes ever, and Jimmy would absolutely fucking love it.
Mark, I don't think I did it justice yesterday trying to explain it. Explain it to Anthony.
Basically,
wait, let me unzip.
Hold on. We got to get ready. And Eric, go to Mr. Skin because they said
I went already. It says
they said clip is coming soon. This is going to be one of the best clips. I'm telling you.
Still says clip coming soon.
It does, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, Mr. Skin, they're going to get some downloads when they finally get this scene up there. All right, go ahead there, Mark.
It's just basically about a guy that, gets a chance to see how many lives, that he's fucked up because he's been a player all of his life,
Right.
And one scene at the end, well, towards the end of the movie, when that...
All right, hold on.
Toward the end?
Hold on, Mark.
What's that?
I don't need the plot of the movie. You got to set up the hot scene you noticed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't think he's capable.
First, the very first house that he goes to, Sharon Stone's house, his first girlfriend that he went to that he had back in the day. And basically, she's not home, but the daughter is. And he's sitting there waiting for her to get home. And, you know, because he's fucked this girl up so bad, now her daughter is fucked up so bad, okay? And so, you know, she's like this little sex fiend, and she's in her bedroom.
Her name's Lolita, by the way.
Leaves,
in the movie.
Of course it is. Go ahead.
Leaves her cell phone out where Bill Murray's sitting and gets on the house phone, calls the cell phone.
See, this radio thing's
she
not
comes
that easy.
waltzing out buck naked to answer the cell phone, you know, to try to lure Bill Murray to, you know, probably having sex with her.
Yeah.
And it's fucking good stuff.
That's really hot, actually. Does she have nice cheeks?
Oh, dude, that's the thing, yeah. Because she grabs the phone, starts walking back to the room, and her ass is just fucking perfect.
You know,
and I swear to God, I had a fucking jacket as soon as I left the theater.
It's one of those scenes, you go with a girl, and you got to watch yourself. You know, you can't just all of a sudden just go, or gulp or something, you know? Because the girls, they're on to us, man. The hot scene is taking place on that screen. They're not looking on the screen anymore. They're turning to the right to see how you're reacting to what's going on the screen.
Right.
So you got to be very careful because you don't want that argument on the way home in the car.
Right, and the whole audience just, you know, feels the same fucking thing too.
Right.
You know, it's really fucking great. But the guy at the, you know, that because he's going out to find the mother of his son.
Right.
All right, Mark. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Well, I tried there, Ann. What can I tell you? What's wrong?
Someone's really dropped the ball here. Somebody did the separated at birth or something.
Okay. On Whackbag?
No, it's on dzurka.com.
Why there?
I don't know. But they said Cindy Sheehan and long-lost son Anthony Cumia have been reunited and now making up for long-lost time.
It's a good picture.
Happy birthday, Jimmy, O&A Party Rock. And they show you and Cindy Sheehan.
Oh, my God. Is she my mom?
But they put Anthony Cumia.
I know.
You stupid shit.
They just can't figure this stuff out.
It's so easy. Why can't you get it right?
Why would the Italian guy look like Opie?
What?
We get that all the time. We'll be out together. Okay, which one's Opie? How about you use your brain?
Oh, this is from Al Zurka, his instant feedback. So this guy runs that site. He listens to the show. Hey, Al, asshole. That's Greg Opie Hughes. Greg Opie Hughes. Not Anthony Cumia.
All right. Anthony, we got the book Stampede story because you said the lady is hilarious in this.
Yeah, we touched on this yesterday. They were selling laptops, these Apple laptops that were 5 years old. School system down there. Where the hell was it? Richmond, Virginia. School system down there was getting rid of them, so they figured they'd sell them for $50 each. They're 5-year-old laptops. You know how quick computer technology changes? They're pretty much garbage.
Right.
They're selling them for $50, so they went to this racetrack with a bunch of these computers, and people were lining up all morning. They fling the gates open, and of course, what do they get? A stampede of people trying to get these laptops. And a lot of people got injured. Cops got hurt. People were pissing themselves in line so they wouldn't have to leave the line. One guy was swinging his lounge chair that he brought with him because he was online so long. And
if you're pissing yourself in line to get a laptop...
Yeah. Perhaps you won't even know how to use the laptop.
I was going to say, maybe you haven't developed enough yet to use a laptop.
Well, yeah, exactly. So a lot of people got hurt, and the news was there, of course. And they interviewed a couple of people. We got one person being interviewed. Now, you got to realize, this person that they're interviewing knew that it was a news person that is interviewing them, but has just no filter in their head. Like, wouldn't you, if the news is interviewing you, wouldn't you put on your news voice and maybe use some news words and maybe not use some other words that you know the news probably shouldn't be hearing? Well, this woman just lets it all hang out.
Take a look over to the side. This is the calmer scene. Thousands of people lined up. Not all of them will get an iBook. But take a look at what this scene looked like just a couple of minutes ago. Take a look at that video. hundreds of people rushing into the raceway, trying to get their hands on an iBook. And underneath those people, others who weren't so lucky, who were trampled, including the mother of a 1-year-old baby. Take a listen to what this woman had to say.
Look at my knees. I'm hurt. That man don't tell me. I just started kicking the people in the balls and everything. You know, they were stressed out. I couldn't breathe.
Scrapes, scratches all over people who were trying to get these iBooks. An unfortunate situation out of something that was the best of intentions for the Henrico County Public Schools. Unfortunately, some people really got out of control with this iBook sale, and they're still wrapped around the block hoping to get their hands on one. The sale does not officially begin until 9 o'clock, but for some people, they've just said, forget it. It's not worth it. Aaron?
All right, Rhonda Thomas out in Henrico County. Thanks, Ron.
Oh, that's great.
Listen to kicking in the balls.
Look at my knees. I'm hurt. That man don't tell me. I just started kicking the people in the balls and everything. You know, they were stressed out. I couldn't breathe.
Couldn't breathe. I just started kicking the people in the balls and everything. How did they play that? Did they maybe just not understand what she was saying?
Possibly.
Because the news usually steers clear of such a graphic description. Kicking people in the balls and everything. That's great. I love her. She reminds me of this woman here.
I seen the cops knocking the truck window out, and I thought they was giving the man UPS. I thought the man was dead. That's the way it was.
You know, the African-American community really should just appoint people that a long interview process should be put in place, and they really should just appoint people to speak with the media. And no one else should be allowed, because every goddamn time this is what you get.
Well, now we got to play Boo Got Shot. Eric, go get Boo Got Shot.
Where's Boo Got Shot?
Jerry in Jersey, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You better check yourself out. You know, I'm listening to you talk about growing flowers and how you're so worried about how you're going to react to the hot chick scene. Wait, you can't just let it out there with your little girlfriend or something?
It's an observation.
What's going to happen?
What's the matter, Opie?
Jerry.
Well,
Jerry.
Hey,
what's the matter, Opie?
Jerry.
You can't. I'm trying to do the typo guy.
You talk about holes and you got all these things to say, but when it comes down to it, you can't look over to your babe and say,
Jerry,
isn't she hot?
Jerry, it's an observation. We try to do observational stuff where people go, wow, I could relate to what you just said. There are times when in a hot... Jerry.
Hey, don't try to cover your poor ass with your radio program. The truth is, listen to yourself on the rewind. You have to check your reactions because of a hot chick?
Dude, it was a joke.
Yeah.
And first of all, let me say, I would check my reactions.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
At times you do. What do you do? What do you do, pal? Walk around with your chick and then turn your head and go, wow, look at her ass on that girl. I'd like to fuck her. You're such a man. Wow.
Jerry, what is this, beat up Opie Day? Jerry. It's observational shit that we do so people can react. Obviously, I wouldn't go out with a girl where I would have to check myself all the time. It's more of a joke, you ass.
By the way, you had three hotties in the studio yesterday. Unfortunately, we couldn't see.
Yeah, well, I would check myself, Jerry. I would.
This guy.
If I was with a hot chick, I would check myself. Because I'm a pig and I don't want her
Jerry,
to see
I
it.
guarantee what we just said about that whole thing, broken flowers and sitting there, a lot of guys out there say, wow, I can relate to exactly what you guys just said. Because that's the type of thing we do on this show on a daily basis, you ass.
And how about
you're walking down the sidewalk, there's a girl with huge tits and no bra, you know, you figure out ways to, you know, carefully look at her because you don't want to insult your chick.
And how about out of respect for the girl that you're with, you don't go gawking over other girls.
That's right. If I'm going to give a chick AIDS, I might as well at least be polite to her. What do you think, Jerry? What do you do? Do you not?
Yeah, Jerry, let me hear what you do.
And Jerry, I'll play my cards. When I go out with a girl that I really love and like, guess what? Yeah, I show her respect at every single turn.
Let Jerry
There you go. There you go, Jerry. I said it.
No one heard you.
Jerry, what do you do?
Let me tell you something. Married 8 years, 32 years old. You know why? Because we are so tight and we're so close. You can look at someone and go, look at those tits. And she'll laugh, I'll laugh, and then we'll go play with each other.
Well, congratulations, buddy. You're in the perfect relationship. It doesn't work like that in the real world.
Let me ask you a
question.
What
are you, a swinger? You're probably a swinger.
You actually, Jerry, hold on. I'm asking.
He won't shut up.
You'd like to jump on this monkey tree, wouldn't you?
I'm asking you a question.
I don't know.
Your wife allows you to look at other chicks like that. Do you ever thank the uncle that raped her when she was young for her lack of self-esteem? That she would fucking tolerate that stupid?
No, Jimmy, I'd blow him.
All right, good boy.
I'll say it again. When I find someone I want to go out with and I love, I show her nothing but respect.
Right.
If that's different from what you hear coming through your radio, then tough shit.
Jerry, you keep talking.
That's why you're not with that girl. That ain't really you, Hope.
You keep talking.
You have
don't
no
listen.
idea what I'm about, asshole.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is a role I play on the radio. You have no fucking idea what I am in real life, you dick.
Then let me get this straight.
Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. You know what this shows, though, Opie? I welcome that. You know why? Remember when we first started here and we were trying to build a listener base and everyone loved every single thing we did, no matter what it was? When you start getting calls, posts, instant feedbacks like that, it only means our audience is growing by, might I say, leaps and bounds. Remember? Everyone loved us. Everyone loved everything we did when we first got here because they were paying through the snout for it.
That was slightly irritating, all their nice calls.
Oh, you guys are the best. Shut up.
We get it.
Yeah, we just walk around in our regular lives going, look at the tits on her.
Oh,
are you insane?
Now look at Rob from Cherry Hill. Nya, 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 nya. Opie loves his girlfriend. Nya, 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 nya.
I just want to make a point that the whole time this is going on, I've been watching this Gaza pullout. And I got to say that the residents are handling it well.
Oh, my God. Yeah, somebody put on CNN. They're just dragging people out of their houses. Oh, well. You got to give it back, I guess. It's not a popular opinion.
Dude,
with
fucking
Jewish people.
8,500 people surrounded by 1.4 million angry Arabs. Come on,
Yeah,
fucking out.
Leave.
And I'm very pro-Israel, but
Look,
fucking out.
I have moths. Opie's got mice. We're going to move. Right? You got Palestinians. Move. How do you get rid of Palestinians? They got glue traps for them? Just lay them down?
As annoying as it is to watch them kick and scream being dragged out, you know what? They're not blowing themselves up. They're not fucking shooting at soldiers.
Give them credit for that one.
All right, let's say hi to Jeff in Jersey. Jeff?
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hi, Jeff.
I am so fucking tired of these listeners calling in, bashing you guys. Of course, besides the fact that you were saying that you would check in the movie theater, you were still saying this on the air. So obviously it's not such a fucking big deal to do. But who cares? It's so fucking ridiculous listening to all these people bitch and complain. It's a show, and you guys are fucking great at what you do.
God forbid I show my chick a little respect when I can.
Exactly.
I mean, God forbid that we actually do that when we're not doing a radio show, you know?
This guy,
dude, I woke up one day and realized I don't feel like being a lonely old man someday. Maybe I should, start taking notice.
So what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Ripping me off.
What an ass. And I guarantee what we said, I'll say it again, a lot of guys out there could relate to exactly what we said about that.
Of course. That guy, first of all, was full of shit. Yeah, he's sitting there, I say, hey, look at that ass. Yeah, and I'm sure deep down your fucking wife really appreciates that one. I'm sure she really loves the fact that you're pointing out other chicks' asses and tits. You know, regardless if you do it and she makes like she's enjoying it, you know, I really don't think she's enjoying it. And to point out that somebody...
And if she does, then you're one of those rare couples. Congratulations to you. But the reality is, in the real world, most chicks would be, and I'm saying the word chicks, which is
chick.
Meaning
Most
broads.
Most holes.
Most holes.
Exactly.
Would be pretty much... They would get upset if you're just sitting there openly gawking at another woman.
If you have an open-minded slit... Of course she's gonna.
Oh God! All right, Jeff.
Thanks a lot.
Jerry was full of shit.
All right, is this Boo got shot? Yes. You asses are distracting us today.
Yeah.
She was taking real bad news. Peaches, they got shot. I said, who? She said, Boo got shot. I said, oh my God. We just saw it. My sister had called somebody up here. She called my cousin Pumpkin just stay up there. She called her, and Pumpkin told her that she was on the phone with police. And Chichi, she had left out, and she went and got in her car, and she bailed out. And when she left out, then when I heard the gunshot again, and when I heard the gunshot, and I seen some boy had run in the building over back that way. He ran in that building, I seen that car just flew off, and then I seen a long gun, a big old gun in the car.
There it is. Boo got shot.
You must appoint representatives to speak to the press. Black people, please.
All right. Let's say hi to what's WI? Wisconsin.
No,
it's
cheese state.
Spain. Which
Yes.
one? All right.
Spain.
Mike in Spain, what's up? Mike.
Hello.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I couldn't hardly hear you guys.
All right, what's up, Mike?
Hey, I just want to call you back to Monday's show. Have you guys been finished that bit that you were going to do about you playing your last show or your final?
The final show we did on commercial radio and then had to sit out 2 years and 3 months.
Oh, wow, how did we miss that?
I got the last WNEW show in my hand. That's it right here. Here's
Awesome.
the CD. Maybe we could do that after the break, I guess. But we said that every day so far this week.
I know.
Yeah.
We'll try to get to it after the break.
All right, thanks.
You got something for Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy. Hey, my wife loves you, man.
Thank you.
I don't know what the hell to do. Every time I come home, she's got a new screensaver of your picture on her computer all the time.
Oh, nice.
And she just seems to have the hots for you like crazy. I don't know what to do about it.
Thank you, sir. Tell her thank you.
And I'm
Happy
sure,
birthday, by the way.
and I'm sure that makes you happy, right? Because we all should be just happy about that type of thing.
Well, thanks, Jimmy.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
Why not? His wife has good taste. I happen to be a looker. I'm a teen idol.
I just got a communique from Martini Steve.
Oh, leg caught in trap. Send help. No?
No, unfortunately, it's not that exciting. Yeah, Clayton was just down in Chelsea trying to do an assault on the media, and normally when Clayton doesn't come through with these, we have to smash his face, and he actually had a legit reason for not pulling it off. He got manhandled a little bit.
He looks all disheveled. You all right,
What
Clayton?
happened?
Come here, Clayton.
What happened?
Manhandled. Lucky boy.
Yeah, especially in Chelsea. What a shock.
I was going to say, you shouldn't use manhandle and Chelsea
Manhandle
in the same sentence.
5 blocks away. It was probably just like a home video shoot, like grab that kid with the abs.
All right, well, what I was trying to do is run into the laundromat with the sign.
Oh, good one.
And they had a security guard right outside the door. I try to, like, squeeze by him, like, on the side of the door, and he body checks me into the frame of the door.
Wow.
Yeah. And then after that, I get by him to, like, jump into the shot, literally just trying to get the sign in front of the shot, and he just hooks me, just grabs me right by the waist and throws me out physically.
What was he a security guard for?
I don't know.
Was he with the building?
I have no idea.
Okay, because I'm wondering if he was technically a building security guard who was like stopping people from entering the building.
Nah, laundromat probably doesn't have security.
Oh, it's public laundromat.
Honestly, this assault on the media thing is really starting to blow up, and I think they're really starting to watch for this type of thing, especially in New York, because we've done, I don't know, dozens of them.
That was a tough mission, by the way. It's inside a place. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, we should tell everyone across America, we attempt an assault on the media almost every day.
Yeah.
Almost every day here in New York.
Live shots all over the place.
Well, the reporter was originally outside the laundromat, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Did he go inside when he saw you coming? Was that it?
No, he went inside and did a shot inside and then waited about an hour and then did his second and last shot, and that's when I tried to go in.
I would love to know who the security guard was that manhandled you, who he works for.
I don't know.
Find out who he works for.
Yeah, he seemed like an independent contract or something like that.
Should have got his badge or whatever, like the name of the company.
I just walked out. I mean, he grabbed me and, like, spun me around towards the door, and I just left.
Was he one of those fake security guys with the fake badges?
Yeah.
That you see all over the place?
Just like a security guard.
What network?
What the hell is on that badge,
Fox
by the
5.
way?
Yeah, what could they possibly put on
Did you touch him first? Did you touch him when you tried to get by?
Yeah. Well, he, like, body checked me, and I, like, had to, like, do the swipe to, like, get by him. And
Yeah, it might be. I don't know.
It's probably Fox hires them.
Maybe, yeah.
It's going to be impossible for them to keep people from getting in the camera outside, but inside they could put a guy at the door. Kind of hard for you to get in.
But who's that guy? Does that guy have a right to stop you from walking into a public laundromat? What's the protocol there?
Probably does.
Who for what?
I don't know.
I'm some fucking guy who doesn't want you walking in. Who the fuck employs you? You're not a city employee. You're not a cop.
You know what?
Was Clayton trying to launder his big Opie and Anthony sign?
Doesn't matter. It's nobody's fucking business. Nobody's business but Clayton's.
Obviously, the laundromat and the owner of the laundromat is in with Fox on that day to do a promotion and do an appearance down there. And it's the laundromat owner's right to allow or disallow anybody they want in or out of the building.
No, all I'm saying is, if this little fucking vixen wants to run around Chelsea holding up signs, what gives them the right to grab that kid by his fucking great body?
Sending him to Chelsea was really not a wise choice.
Absolutely. Where's the white Speedos we bought for him?
What channel was it?
Fox 5.
Fox 5. Special attention to Fox 5 here in New York. We're going to be watching you.
Yes, we are.
Very closely. Fox 5.
Can't have your goons around all the time.
That's right. What'd you say, goons?
Maybe we should do a little. Maybe we should do a secret mission with Fox 5.
Too many secret missions going on.
I don't know what any of them
secret
are.
missions.
Covert little things happening.
And then there's fake secret missions to throw people off, and then there's the real secret mission. It's a whole thing you guys don't even want to know
There
about.
are websites for the secret missions that you can't even get to. Like, I can't, you can't. You have to be vouched for to get onto these things. It's ridiculous.
You have to give out your credit card numbers, so if you do F up, then they just start charging. I mean, it's a whole thing, guys.
Really?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
This pest thing is blowing up.
I like secrets.
This has never been done in radio before.
Operation Mayhem.
The radio shows have done the Army thing. We know that. The O&A Army. Mr. Phillips thought that was all cute and stuff. But these guys don't understand this whole Army concept. We've taken to the next level. It's ridiculous.
Someone's writing, hey, man, I have the right to launder my O&A sign, man.
Well, no, you raised a good point about the laundromat hiring the guy. That's
It's a private establishment.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know?
I just
outside, they can't do shit. They can't do anything.
By the way, once again, we want to play the audio of the latest assault on the media, just in case you're tuning in for the first time today. The video's up on opieandanthony.com, getting a lot of hits, foundrymusic.com. It was Buster Hyman. He was on business in New Mexico, and he attacked not attacked. We don't want you touching the reporters. But he had an assault on the media that went pretty well, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the audio once again. The video's priceless, but check this out.
On several arrests, including reckless driving, drug possession, and drag racing down a highway. Now, in this case, Kearns faces a handful of, faces a handful of local charges and could face...
Love that.
Obviously, there's someone behind Eric causing problems. Eric was saying that Kearns could face federal charges in the shooting. We apologize for that disruption.
I don't think you say, excuse me, sir, when it's a lunatic, a pest, in a Howard Stern mask yelling through it. Opie and Anthony with a huge sign. I don't think excuse me, sir, is the proper thing there.
Oh, Jerry, enough.
What's Jerry doing?
What happened, Opie? You had to dump me right after you admitted that you're a fake? Check the rewind. Don't be a pussy, Anthony. Say it.
I didn't dump it. We don't dump out anybody.
Dude,
we
you
were
wouldn't
done
stop
with you.
talking.
What?
You wouldn't stop talking. If you would have had a dialogue, I was trying to tell you something, you just kept... You wouldn't shut the fuck up for 30 seconds.
You made your stupid point. I made my brilliant point, and we moved on.
Jerry Russo. Jerry Russo.
What an awful name.
Hey, Jerry Russo. Open your fucking ears, jackass.
Let's go to Nancy.
You know what? Banned. I'm banning him. What? I don't get any argument out of Opie for that one?
Nah, don't ban the guy.
I say ban him. I don't like his name.
We try to have a show where everyone is
good point, Opie.
able to be hurt. Don't ban him.
Oh. Ban Jerry Russo.
All right.
Don't
one
ban
more
him.
chance.
I hate Jerry Russo.
He's got to calm the fuck down.
I don't know what he does.
If you don't like me on the show,
Jerry
that's
Russo.
fine. Just enjoy Anthony and Jim, okay? That's the beauty of this.
That wasn't even
thing.
so much a not like thing.
Right.
Well, although you could definitely see the underlying not like. But it was just one of those things where the guy is a phony. Because 99% of the guys you talk to out there, if they're with their chick, they're going to give them either the respect or they're going to be afraid of them, that they're not going to be gawking over other women in front of them.
The funny thing is, I'm a phony,
It is.
but I admitted to that and broadcast it to
right, and that's
the
being
entire
phony.
country.
And that's being phony.
When I just
Wait a minute.
When I just gawked and just shut my mouth and realized I got away with something in front of my girl,
or say, yeah, I was just gawking at this chick in front of my girl.
Because our girlfriends don't listen to the show ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're getting away with murder here. Jerry at hotmail.com.
How do you spell that?
Russo.
Russo.
Jesus. Russo.
Jesus. Inflection.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Russo.
I guarantee there's one person out there that says Russo.
Russo. You really aren't doomy.
I'm going to say Russo Jerry.
Russo.
It's RussoJerry at hotmail.com. There you go. Let's say hi to Nancy in Jersey. We got to take a break here somehow. Nancy.
Hello.
Go ahead, Nancy.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Nancy.
I just wanted to tell Opie that all the women out here respect you so much more. Besides the fact that you're cute, it makes you so much better to hear on the radio.
Oh, it worked.
Well, how about me not disagreeing?
I agree.
Shut up, cock tease.
Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate it. Let's go to Kevin in Canada. Kevin, what's up?
Hey, actually, I'm not in Canada right now. I'm in Japan.
Japan.
How are you listening in Japan? Online?
Syndication Underground.
Ah.
Got to give a shout-out to S. Blue Man for helping me out in that.
How is that going? What are you doing in Japan, sir?
I am teaching English.
English. How is that going?
It's going okay. I'm at a couple of junior high schools here.
I'm sorry. I thought he stopped running that site. That's Blue Man. He's still doing it, huh?
He's doing something.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. He's still streaming them down quite nicely,
That's
actually.
a whole other thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
a whole underground system that's listening to the show for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess
if you can use a MiFi out here, I'm not sure.
Kevin, you should have went to audible.com. It's pretty cheap. We're now
Really?
Our shows are now available on audible.com for download.
Are they day of? Can you get them day of?
Yeah, but I guess it's taking too long. Day up so far. They're working out all the bugs.
Okay.
People are getting frustrated because they're waiting for the
new technology. It takes a little time.
Yeah, they're waiting for the show to be posted so they could download it to their iPod or their MP3 player, what have you.
Oh,
so.
sweet.
But it's a pretty cool thing. Audible.com. You might want to check it out. Every once in a while, there's just one of those shows that just is unbelievable and from beginning to start, and people like to beginning to start.
Yeah.
Holy crap! We got
beginning to start.
That's right.
And I even caught that one.
Hey, Kevin,
How'd
how'd you learn Jap?
How'd I know only a little bit of it. It's not really a prerequisite for the
Wait a
job,
minute. In
but
order to teach English to Japanese people, you do not have to know how to speak Japanese.
Exactly. Well, there's always
That makes
a Japanese
no fucking sense.
teacher in the classroom.
There's a Japanese teacher in the classroom that doesn't speak
speaks
English.
No.
So what do they need you for if they got somebody that speaks English and Japanese?
Well, you know how they always have that tendency to fuck up the R's and the L's. I'm there to kind of.
You're there for the R's and the L's. Right.
Okay, I got a slacker job. I'll admit it.
Yeah. I'm thinking, wow, that's pretty impressive. This guy goes over to Japan and he must speak fluent Japanese and he teaches English. No, he doesn't speak Japanese. He's there for the R's and L's. Bravo, Kevin.
There's dick for work in Canada, man. There's like nothing.
Yeah, if you got to go to Japan to work.
Oh God, I hate Canada. I really do. Those fucking French-speaking bastards.
Come on down to the U.S. Everyone's doing it.
Well, I did live in California for a couple years doing graphic design, but I got bored of that.
Oh, you're gay?
What?
We got to get.
Excuse me. Graphic design.
The way you said it.
Nothing about poodle punching. Nothing.
We gotta.
Is Meaty Tits in the studio today?
I don't like that type of talk, but yes, he is.
Oh, sweet, Jimmy, I bought both your CDs. You rock, man.
Oh, thank you, mister.
I've been turning on a bunch of Canadians to your sick, disgusting humor, and they love you.
We would love to promote Jimmy Norton's second CD, but none of us know the title. And he said it 100 times, but we can't even remember. It's so complicated.
It's Trinkets I Own, made from gorilla hands.
Trinkets I Own, made from gorilla hands. Okay.
What happened to Jim Norton live? Can't you?
What's that, buddy?
I said, I believe you can get that CD on eatabullet.com, can't you?
Yeah, but if that site's fucked up, go to jimnorton.net.
Oh,
really?
Look at you.
Oh.
Wow.
Still don't have
So,
the
Jimmy,
.com,
if I
though,
were to...
No, that's Cyber Squatter. I hope they're wasting away with prostate cancer. Cyber squatting fucking yellow animals.
If I were to somehow fly into the States, would I be able to see you at some point during the week?
To be honest with you, only the Comedy Cellar. I don't have any road dates booked just because I had to keep it open in case HBO needed me to go out to L.A. So just the Comedy Cellar in New
I
York.
was trying to give you a plug.
No, I know. I appreciate it, buddy, but I don't have anything.
All right, Kevin.
All right. Guys,
Can you
thanks a
leave
lot.
us with some Japanese?
Some Japanese. Chin chin gatatsu.
What does that mean?
Your cock is standing.
Jesus,
dude.
What is chin chin?
Cock.
Yeah?
That's what they call it? Chin chin? What a sexy language.
Oh, it's really hot, especially when you go downtown and they ask if you want a massage.
How do you say suck my cock? Something chin chin, I guess.
Oh, God, suck my cock.
Right.
I'm afraid I don't know that one yet.
You are
guys.
the worst.
Well, you're really helpful. You're really
I
helpful.
will learn some dirty, filthy shit, and I will call you guys back at some point.
All right, Kevin, thank you.
Definitely. Thanks a
Kevin
lot,
from
guys.
Canada who's in Japan. You figure it out. Let's say hi to Jackson in Minnesota. It says on the screen here, caught the virus in a truck stop stall.
That'll happen.
Jackson.
Yeah, I went into the truck stop there to drop a deuce, and I caught the virus in there. Someone wrote on the wall, O&A, XM202, check it out, catch the virus, and now I'm spreading it.
Holy crap! They're writing our names in truck stop stalls.
Yeah. That was actually XM Marketing approved. They had a big meeting. They said, "You with the marker.
That's
go
great.
from truck stop to truck stop."
But Whackbag had to buy the Sharpies. So they didn't want to spend any money.
Hey,
on
we
it.
have a lot of truckers out there. Go to it, boys. Get those Sharpies and start riding in the stalls. We need to market this damn program.
Yeah. I'm sending Mr. Jerry some male enhancement products
Yeah.
and some special messages from a friend named Lisa.
That's hilarious. Make sure you put our phone number under the little thing there in the stall, all right?
Oh, yeah. The wow everywhere, man. On the back of every trailer I hook up to. Wow.
That's not a bad idea. You truckers, you spread the virus by doing a little advertising in the stall for us.
Mm-hmm.
Get the number that you see on your display, and then hopefully eventually we'll start taking calls from truck stop stalls across America.
There you go.
I smell bit. Right. God damn it. Thank you, Jackson.
And Wally
Yeah,
from
happy
Annapolis.
birthday, Jimmy.
Well, thanks, buddy.
He chimed
It's
in with
Derek's
a Jimmy happy
birthday.
birthday. Wally from Annapolis, Maryland. The Marine Corps loves you guys. You have no idea what you guys are doing for us. Hoorah! Well, thank you, Wally. Isn't that great? The Marines are listening.
All right, why don't we...
Jesus Christ.
What?
Sacramento Kings backup power forward Jason Grissom was released by a judge in Houston this morning after posting a $5,000 bond, which, by the way, he paid in cash that he had in his pocket.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
That is something.
It's good, right?
Let's make it a good living.
Oh, no, that was one of my scenes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Very
God,
good.
you're getting better, Jimmy.
I could barely tell you were reading that.
But you could kind of. Well, I was supposed to be reading it a little bit.
I know. Very good.
That's very good. Like you need our...
Oh, please. I had such a bad class. I'm not going to get into...
I want to know how it went.
All right. It rhymes with atrocious.
With that, can we go to break?
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the Owen virus.
Hey la, Opie and Anthony are back. Hey la, Opie and Anthony are back.
Everybody.
Hey la, O and A are back. Hey la, Opie and Anthony are back.
That's it?
I'm so glad Opie and Anthony are back. Now I can show the hemorrhoid in my ass crack.
Stop it!
I'm so glad Opie and Anthony are back. I can show my titties and the hemorrhoid in my ass crack.
Wow.
O and A are back.
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
They're on XM satellite radio.
Hold my fucking hand over there. I said choke
Now
yourself.
I can say
Now lean
fuck
forward,
and
choke.
pussy, you know. He's got a real big cock. I'm so glad O and A are back.
Oh, no.
I can show my pussy and my hemorrhoid in my ass crack. Yeah, hallelujah, they're back. Oh, the world won't be the same. Yeah, let's smoke some crack. Opie and Anthony are back. I'm so glad they're back. I can show my ass crack. They are back.
What have we got here?
Oh, they are back.
What is your name?
I need a dentist. I need a dentist. I need a dentist. Uh-oh.
If we want to book you, do we call who? Broadway Danny Rose?
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
You know, we've been at this almost a year, Anthony, on XM Satellite Radio. Almost a year. I think October 4th will be a year that we've actually been broadcasting. We signed last July, but and they started paying us in October. That was real nice of them.
Is that it?
That was real nice of them. Thank you, by the way, for doing that for us.
I had to go through some of my fortune.
They signed us They signed us in July and decided to start paying us October 1st, which I thought was a real nice thing.
Yeah, it was cool. 'Cause I like doing promotion for free.
It was nice that they paid us for 3 days of not working. Thank you. And then October 4th, we started our show.
Cool.
And this October 4th will be the first anniversary of us broadcasting on XM Satellite Radio. And let's just say it right now. We're gonna broadcast live from somewhere. We don't know where yet.
We are.
And I say we do a huge blowout road show.
Really?
Comedy, cover bands, and other debauchery.
All
magic tricks.
We got to celebrate our first year back on radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a magician just come out and do stupid, like, cut a girl in half type things. All right. I'm just throwing it out there. We're going to start figuring
How great
it
would it be to
out.
have a magician all of a sudden show up, and then next thing you know, he pulls off removes his cover, and Voss is there making a salient political point.
This guy's called The Worry. He's from New Jersey. What's up, The Worry?
Hey, listen, I got a surefire way for you to catch mice in an ordinary mousetrap.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what you do is you get the pre-shelled sunflower seeds.
Yeah?
And then what you do is you take a pair of pliers and you crimp down the little trigger part and you stuff seeds with the pointy end out on both sides of the trigger and then in that little hole in the middle.
I want to thank, you know what? Thank you.
That's a good point. I have another way, too, is where you put gas all over your apartment and you set it on fire and then you hit them with a hammer when they run out.
Ow! I want to thank whoever sent all these mouse traps.
Yeah, we're playing with mouse traps today.
I did catch another mouse after the show yesterday. There's another one that's just eluding me right now.
Infested, Ope.
I know.
You are infested.
You're infested.
I got a whole box of mouse traps. I got one that electrocutes the mice. I got regular mouse traps. I got stuff you plug into the wall.
Where's the electrocution one?
The ultrasonic rodent repeller. I want to thank whoever sent these. They should get a plug. Where's their thing? Where's their thing?
Do you realize, dude, that you're going to have an ammonia scent in your apartment from mouse droppings?
Shut up, Jimmy.
I'm trying to help you.
Well,
Delivers
you gotta move.
I'm getting a realtor. I'm out. Dear O&A, I work for Woodstream Corporation that manufactures the Victor brand of rodent control products. We become aware of Opie's mouse problem and sent this care package to help him out. Inside, you'll find a few of the electronic mouse traps that a listener mentioned on your show. If you should ever need anything else, please don't hesitate to contact me. It's the Woodstream Corporation. Very good. Thank you, guys. Greatly appreciate it. I'll try them all out. I'll lay all of them down. There's got to be at least, oh, my God, at least a dozen. Oh, wow. And there's 2 per pack. There's about 15 regular mouse trap.
Dude, this electric one is something to set up a camera in front of.
Really?
Oh, my God. It electrocutes the mouse. He walks in there. 4 AA batteries kill approximately 50 mice. How about that? Turn on the switch, and then the mice walk into this little tunnel right there and get electrocuted.
I've caught 3 in the last week.
It's a tiny little hole, though. What if it's a big mouse?
No, they
little mice.
Someone was telling me they could squeeze into like a hole that's the size of like a dime.
But would they? Like, what do you put in there?
Do you have to throw something in there, Ant?
Peanut butter.
It's
Inappropriate use of this product may cause electrical shock. I guess you shouldn't stick your hog in there.
That's right.
That would probably be considered inappropriate
Well,
use.
why don't we test it out on somebody who's willing to get shocked a little bit?
That might be enough to kill a couple of men.
No, if it was lethal to people, they wouldn't be selling it.
Hey, don't open all this stuff. I need all this stuff.
I figured we'd get 4 batteries and someone could stick their finger in there.
Go ahead, Hawk.
Who wants to electric shock themselves?
Who's willing to stick their finger in a mousetrap?
In an electric mousetrap.
I wouldn't do it because I got shocked once when I was a boy.
You did?
Yes.
Pay raise. Daniel just
How much?
His hand right up.
4 AA.
Steve, will you stick your finger in?
No. Why not?
Why? You're the biggest guy here.
That's right.
You got 4 AA batteries?
I'm gonna get. I'll get
Yeah, bring them in. Let's open this one up.
All right.
You can put it back.
Oh, we got him.
Don't you worry.
Let's say hi to Mike in Kansas. Mike, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
All right, Mike.
Wow.
I got something for Jimmy.
Yeah.
The way you say eat the pussy in Japanese is nami nami munko.
Nami nami munko?
That's right.
Thank you.
No problem.
How'd you know that?
Yeah. Oh, I watch drum corps, and you learn all the dirty shit from the Japanese kids.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, thanks. Punching up.
There's 2 metal plates in there that are separated, and then there's wires going to them. And the mouse, once he touches both of those plates, gets electrocuted. So it's a lot easier now. We can put the batteries in. If somebody wants to touch those 2 plates and see what happens. There's the 4 AA's. Load that up.
Fuck that.
All right, let's see who's brave enough.
It's not going to be like the electric chair.
I don't
it's for
fuck
mice.
with electricity.
It's 4 AA's. How bad could it hurt?
How bad could it hurt?
A lot. How much to put my cockhead against
There's like 80 capacitors in there.
All right, so Steve is going to do it.
No, it takes a 9-volt battery to operate one of those stun guns.
A taser.
Yeah, a taser gun.
You know something?
So,
there's nothing on here on the packaging
that says warning.
Says it's harmful.
Come on, someone's got to do it.
They probably don't think they need to. They don't think adults are going to put their fingers against it.
It says inappropriate use of this product may cause electrical shock.
No, see, it's got to be safe because you got to put the peanut butter in there, and you wouldn't, by accident, maybe touch both plates.
Well,
Right, good. The thing was on.
Cool, so Opie's volunteered.
Nathaniel?
Or Opie. What?
Let me see that thing.
Anthony, I know you're not
I'm not
brave
going to
enough.
do it. You insane?
I don't think I'm brave enough.
I just want to see.
Danny, you're brave enough?
Safety.
People are running in here, no?
No.
There's probably a safety. I think I see one. That when this lid is opened,
it shuts off.
It probably shuts off. I see something there.
So just stick a wire hanger in there.
Yeah, you got to jimmy that. See this little nub right there? Mm-hmm. It goes into that hole and keeps it
active.
Yeah. If worse came to worse, you could cut it right there.
Well, I'm trying to talk to you.
Dude, don't mess that one up, because I'm going to need that. Oh, my God.
Did you put the batteries in right?
How about the... Look at this. Look at this one. It's like a guillotine. Oh, my God. Lift killing bar.
Killing bar.
I swear to God, the instructions on the... which one is this? Quick kill Mousetrap.
Were the batteries right or wrong, Ant?
Batteries were right. Listen to this.
Listen to this.
Oh, yeah. Rock. Let's see, does it work like this? No, I was right.
Really?
Of
course.
So maybe it is slightly dangerous.
All right, we got to jimmy the safety. Is there Jimmy?
Yeah.
Find something that could be shoved in there.
And find it quickly.
And
yes, please.
Now make sure you lick your fingertips before you...
I would hate to have to not do this by default.
What if he falls backwards and gets like fucked up?
Don't worry, we can have him sit on the couch.
Good point on the Liberator, and then we all rape him while he's fucking passed out.
We love the Liberator.
How great would that be if fans' fingers were black and smoking and we're all taking our turns on his hiney?
All you got to do is quickly, you put it down on the couch, and then just quickly touch the plates. Just a quick dunk.
You guys... Give me all the traps back. I'm setting up all this stuff. I'm going for a complete massacre after the show today. And I'll take a picture for the website.
Like a mouse Auschwitz over there at Opie's house.
Your cheese will meet you.
It's time to start taking pictures. I have a counter. It's going to be nothing but peanut butter and traps.
Yeah.
Ew.
Give them all back. I'm going to use every single one of them. There's at least a total of 20 things I could use.
Essential to the cheese gathering effort.
They're all going to be filled up with mice just waiting, like in a line.
The only reason there's no warning on this is because they're assuming people aren't going to try to electrocute themselves.
No, they have to throw a warning on stuff like that. They just have to.
Goddamn kids in the house, and they're always fudging with shit.
Hey, I got good news for you.
What's that?
If this doesn't work out well, you could sue the company because there was no warning on the thing.
That's true.
Fantastic.
Cool.
So either way,
no warning whatsoever on the package.
Right.
Won't be able to move my eyes, but that'll be great.
God, I'm done with the primitive mousetraps thanks to this guy.
What's happening? Is Steve jimmying that?
Jimmy doesn't know what he's doing.
You just got to take something, even a rolled up piece of paper, and shove it in there just to trip the switch.
What does he know?
Why don't we do this? Let's say hi to Ralphie May, good friend of the show.
Steve's idea of like of rigging something is just like fucking knocking the leaves off it, taking meat, and scampering quickly.
Ralphie!
Hey, guys, how are you?
Hi, Ralph.
What's up, man?
Oh, man, I'm just... they got me doing some press for the Borgata, but whatever. That's hysterical about the mice. Yeah. And y'all don't have one intern that won't let themselves get electrocuted?
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, we're figuring it out right now.
Fantastic.
It wasn't good enough that Nathaniel had his face in the paper today. He wants a little more attention.
Really?
It's one of those, they step up the voltage of the batteries, but it's very low amperage. I'm sure it just, I'm sure it just explodes the mouse.
Ralphie May, here's the deal. August 20th, you're going to be at the Borgata Theater in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
That's what, Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, it's Saturday night.
Saturday night, this Saturday night in Atlantic City at the Borgata. And then August 25th through the 27th, the Funny Bone in Urbandale, L.A.
Yeah.
That would be what? Louisiana, right?
I think that's Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa.
Oh, really?
Ah.
Well, somebody here spells Iowa L.A.
They're retarded.
So it's Funny Bone in Urbandale, Iowa?
Yeah, it's outside of Des Moines. It's like a suburb of there.
August 25th through the 27th.
I've never played it before. It's my first time.
All right, hold on, Ralph.
Hold on, we got to get some water for him to stand in.
Now this works. When you flip the switch, the light comes on. You've jimmied the safety mechanism on the door latch, and there are 2 metal plates in there. Now Nathaniel, I guess, has to touch each plate. You got to touch both of them. I think that's the whole thing. The mouse walks over both plates, and then once you make contact with both of the plates is when you get the zap. Now, I would gather that probably the best way to do it would be with one hand, 2 fingers on there, as opposed to 1 finger on each hand.
Right.
Which would then put the jolt through your whole body. Then you could just kind of short it out at the knuckle. But you'll get a good feel of what that's all about.
Hey guys, everyone, come in the studio.
Let's make sure the video's rolling.
If we're all hooked up in the headphones?
Jesus, Jimmy, no.
Relax. We got.
No, I don't like
struck by lightning.
Here comes Travis. Here comes Clayton. It's his last day with the show today. Clayton.
Oh, really?
Oh, maybe you should do it.
Wow, there's about. Jesus, there's no women that work for this show. There's like 15 guys in the studio.
Travis was just commending me on me coming in here. He, of course, is playing it safe. Stay over there, Travis.
Like he always does.
Take no chances. Of course, this might be a wise one.
Take no chances, Travis.
Yeah,
in studio.
Travis volunteered to hold the batteries.
I didn't even know what was going on. I was in.
How about this, Travis? If Nathaniel does this, then you have to do it.
No.
He's going to lead the. He's going to lead the way.
If Nathaniel does it and I do it, then Danny has to do it.
All right.
Let's see what happens to Nathaniel first.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
That mic's on, right?
I have a heart murmur, by the way. Is that gonna be a problem?
No, no.
All right, no. Nathaniel could hold. All right, Eric, you better hold.
Jesus.
All right. The Mousetrap is now on.
It's live.
Hold on.
Now just touch the 2 plates. Touch them quickly. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
Do you have a wristwatch or anything on? Yeah, you might want to remove all metal objects.
Mousetrap, for God's sake. Oh, I'm all scared. I bet he is too.
A little.
Take your time. Just work yourself up.
Come on, act like you got a cock already. Would you just grab it?
Where are the electrodes? At that end? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta touch both plates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one.
Oh, look at you, nervous.
It hurt. Yeah. You ever stick your hand in acid?
Wow, that really hurt, huh?
Yeah.
How high up did it go?
Like here. Oh, sorry. It's up halfway up my arm.
Halfway up your arm.
Yeah.
Wow, that was really cool. Sorry.
Anyone else?
All right, back to work.
All right. That was lethal to a mouse right there.
Yeah. Pussies.
Travis and mice. What about you, Travis?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
Oh, look at you. Now Travis will do it.
Why do I see the end of the show coming? One of these fucking faggots is going to die and we're all...
Well,
you gotta take your pants down.
So I gotta touch both of those.
Yeah, you gotta touch both of the
Stop
plates
stalling
at the
with
same
questions
time.
you know the answers to.
All right. Here goes Travis now.
Nervous wet fingers.
Ah!
Jesus Christ.
really shocks you.
Yeah. Hold on.
It works.
All right, hold on. We got John from the company, and he's stressing in big letters, should really not be doing this. John.
I'm with this company. If we forgot something in the packaging, you've got to stop doing this.
Why?
Well, you can kill a person.
No.
No. Listen, we manufacture this product.
Yeah?
And you should not be doing this.
What do you do for the company?
I'm the advertising promoter, Baba Booey.
Yeah, there you go.
Love you guys.
I knew he wasn't legit.
Let him, did he just say Baba Booey?
No, but he's a fan of the show. He's just fucking around. Master Poe, you want in?
Yeah.
Poe. You're going to give it a try?
Maybe we'll get an expression from him for once.
All right, Poe, what you got to do is put your fingers on each of those plates.
For 35 seconds.
Hold on. Yeah! Get a body bag! Yeah, Johnny!
All right. Yeah, just one. No, you got to leave that metal thing there. Just use one hand.
One hand.
2 fingers.
2 fingers. One hand, 2 fingers.
Two fingers on one hand, Poe.
One hand.
Yeah, like that.
There you go.
Poke it in someone's eyes. Yeah, there you go.
Quickly.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Yeah. He didn't yell, but he certainly jumped.
He just snapped his arm down. It was an irritant.
It's like a fly to him.
Oh, what'd that feel like, man?
I need this. I have mice at the house.
Yeah.
Great.
How did that feel?
Felt good.
It felt good?
Yeah.
Would it contract your hand up?
No, you know what happens? You have a shock that goes straight up your arm. It actually reached my elbow.
Reached your elbow. You pressed it really hard. You made good contact.
Yeah, you fucking like you were ringing a doorbell. It was nice.
A maniac. No, I'm not saying, Than, that you didn't make good contact. Please. You were a little hesitant.
He was like fucking Lorraine Bracco in Goodfellas. There's a whore in your mousetrap.
You know, all kidding aside, though, he gets all the credit today. He was the first one to go. He had no idea what was going to happen.
Nathaniel,
it was easy for Travis to go second.
I was shocking myself
Nathaniel.
for years. Tell him, Fred. This is the first.
Travis trying to take a chance without really taking a chance.
You took the chance.
That's right.
Anyone else want to give it a try? Hawk?
No.
No?
Come on, Hawk.
Earl?
Take a chance.
Earl?
No?
Hey, Ben, you want to drop your hog on it and break the mousetrap? No.
Little Sam would just melt like a fuse, like a fuse blowing.
All right. Here's Matt, who actually works for Woodstream Corporation. Matt?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Thank you for the care package. I'm going to use all of these things.
No problem. Just tired of hearing about that mouse every day.
I know. I'm going on a massacre now.
I enjoy, man. If you ever need anything else, just give us a call.
Which one do you think I should use? Which one's the best?
The electronic one.
Yeah.
And where do you throw the peanut butter? On the back wall or something?
I'm sorry about what?
Where do you throw the peanut butter?
Put it against the back wall, right by the 2 plates.
All right, back wall.
We'll go in there, get shot, it's all over.
Sam wants to do it?
It's a quick death for the little mouse.
Sir, do you guys mess around with these electronic ones at work?
Oh, yeah.
You touch them and stuff?
Well, they're childproof, so you really can't shock each other.
No, you can.
Yeah, we figured out how to get around that.
You just got to jimmy that latch switch.
Whoops.
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah, well, who cares? Yeah, you can, we got a rat one, too. It's twice as strong if you want that.
Ooh, send the rat one.
I haven't seen a rat yet.
That's right.
That's good. It comes in it's a chair. You got to wet a sponge and put it on the little rat's head. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for sending this entertainment today. And Sam wants to give it a try.
Can I make a deal
Hey,
first?
Matt, thank you. Woodstream Corporation. You got a website?
www.woodstream.com.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Have a great day, guys.
All right, there goes Matt helping out the show.
What's up, Sweet Sam?
Would you please play my golden ticket audio if I touch the shocking things?
Wow, he's got golden ticket audio.
Yes.
It's 5 seconds.
Nathaniel did it for nothing.
I know, but
he's got stand-up tapes and everything in his back pocket.
But he's got a job.
Good point. And he's also big, whereas Sam is built like Fiona Apple.
Jimmy's right.
Yeah. Very good. Oh, man, there was a guy that hung up. He was going to start that writing on the stalls thing for us, the bathroom stalls.
Yeah.
He was a trucker. He was going to take it upon himself to start. And I guess he wanted to ask us what we want him to write in the truck stop stalls. I'm telling you, this could be a really big thing, and then we have the phone number, and then these truckers that see it, they could call in the program.
Opie Anthony Show, XM satellite radio 202.
And the phone number, and that's it?
Or XM radio 202, because all truckers know what XM radio means.
How about for a good time? Tune in.
But don't, FOR is too long, just put the number 4.
Right.
They like it when you abbreviate.
4.
And right, spread the virus, obviously, right?
Okay.
All right.
And the number.
There you go to that guy that called up.
Sam.
Anyway, Sam?
Sure.
Well, there's a lot of audio. When's your last day?
Tomorrow.
All right, let's try to do Sam's thing tomorrow.
Wait, he said how long is it? 5 seconds?
No,
He
it's
said 5 seconds.
No, it's a lot of stuff. There's like 9 tracks.
Oh, that's a bad idea, Nathaniel.
Wait, you got your own little radio show you do?
Yeah, I do a little radio show up in Syracuse.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
Cool.
All right, well, how about we do it tomorrow? I'm not blowing you off, I swear.
Okay.
Your last day, you remind me, and we'll do this tomorrow, I promise.
We always get the stuff.
All right, well, I think we've done enough of the Mousetrap for now.
All right.
All right. Ralphie.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, so there you have it. Ralphie May, you gave us great radio today. Thanks.
Dude, I didn't know I was still on. I'm just laughing about the whole. I think it's hysterical.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Shocking thing with the Mousetrap.
Yeah, get interns, electrocute them. Fantastic.
Just electrocute him. We found a new punishment, that's for sure.
Yep.
Keep one of those here. That's the Punisher.
You got to touch that while Steve stands behind you jerking off reading Rent Boy.
Hey, I got a question, guys. Did I make a mistake by offering Bobby Kelly my spare room in my house?
As long as you don't offer him part of your refrigerator, you're fine.
What is Kelly doing out in L.A.?
I don't know.
Something tells me
Eating?
Ralphie would defend his refrigerator against the likes of a Bob Kelly.
And I was slamming Bob, not Ralph. How long is he out there for, Ralph?
He said he's out here for a couple of weeks.
Well, maybe he's filming something.
It's Bobby Kelly. I think if he was, would we know about it?
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean,
I'm gonna look at what he's doing. Between Opie scraping the yogurt and I don't know what's with your phone, Ralphie.
I don't know.
It's clicking and clacking.
Hey, Ralphie, how's the missus?
My phone is fat. You asshole.
How's the missus?
She's awesome. She's upstairs.
Cool.
Congratulations, you're now married, right?
Yep.
Yeah, tied the knot. I was
married man.
It was great, man.
Who went to the wedding? Ralph Poe and a few other guys?
Yeah, Master Poe was there. Master Poe brought a Puerto Rican who banged a friend of mine. It was great. And he's awesome. He was a big hit.
Really?
Master Poe was awesome. But,
now we know what the top secret mission is.
That's right. Cock in L.A.
It was hysterical. We had a great time. It was a fun party.
Sometimes the show's one big puzzle, isn't it?
Hey, Ralphie, your friend isn't
Listen
Tommy
to the
Morrison,
replay
is it?
today.
What?
Who's your friend?
My pal, Mingo.
Okay.
Who lives with my buddy Tommy T.
Okay.
Wow, Chris from Dallas found the obvious here. I guess you guys really are shock jocks. This is for all the critics who say we don't do anything shocking anymore. Yeah. We're shocking.
I was just in Dallas. Pugs and Kelly, by the way. Rock out.
Right on. All right, Ralphie, we're going to have to let you go. The clicking's really bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can't hear you, dude.
It's really driving us nuts a little bit.
Well, I'll get it fixed.
Yeah, that is really nasty.
Listen to the replay. It's very crackly. When do you get to Borgata, sweetie?
Saturday.
Atlantic City.
All right. Another package for Opie? What the fuck? It's like Christmas for you.
They knew I was desperate.
People bash you and send you presents.
Oh, wow. Open that up.
Hope it's bike shorts.
It's from Amazon.com. It's some kind of mousetrap.
A mousetrap from Amazon?
All right, let me get the word out right now. I don't need any more mousetraps.
No, we got plenty.
I really don't.
But he does need tight white spandex bike shorts for quickly.
Oh, it's the game Mousetrap.
Jesus.
Let me see that. That's fucking hilarious. Little joke.
Hey, why are you taking my bit?
Because it was funny.
That's my bit.
It's not your bit. I dropped it.
That's my bit.
No.
You're stealing my bit. All right, Ralphie.
All right, guys. Hey, thank y'all for everything, man.
This isn't the blow-off. The phone really is bad.
Well, then I'll get it fixed.
Sounds fun.
All right, call us soon, okay?
I will. Love you guys.
All right.
Bye, Angel.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This Saturday at the Borgata, if you guys want to see Ralphie. Very funny.
All right, there you go.
There was
Angel.
Who else is leaving tomorrow? What intern?
Sam, and then Clayton's leaving today.
Clayton's leaving today, so it's his last day.
Why is he leaving today?
I don't know.
He was manhandled by Fox 5 this morning trying to do and assault on the media.
Then I could rat him out.
What?
He, you know how there's a rule for the interns they're not supposed to go on the message boards or anything?
Yeah.
And early on in his tenure here, he made a mistake and got Opie the wrong coffee. Remember that?
Okay.
Remember that whole episode? You had done that?
The ice or something?
Yeah, the ice. And then there was a whole bunch of strings on the message board about you're making an error with your coffee and something. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And some people were defending him on the message board, and some people were bashing him. So he decided to send a private message to somebody that was defending him and said, could you please call the show and tell Opie and defend me that I didn't do this? And he didn't even realize he had sent it to my girlfriend.
Oh.
Out of all the people you could have IM'd, I'm standing there reading this, laughing my balls off, going, this idiot, he's not even supposed to be on the message board, and he sends a IM to my girlfriend. And, yeah, we got a big laugh out of it.
Oh, that's great.
Sorry.
And, yeah, good move. Good move, Slick.
Yeah.
I don't remember getting that.
Clayton, you did a great job for us, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Jimmy. Where are you off to?
Yeah.
Just back to school.
Where's that?
William and Mary.
William and Mary. Doing radio?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Make sure you stop by and say hi when you're back in town.
I'd love
Good
to.
job.
Did you enjoy your time here at the O&A show?
Yes, I did.
A little stressful at times, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get the
It
orders
can be.
right.
Yeah. I'm sorry about this this morning, Jim.
What did you do
With
this
the door?
morning?
What do you mean?
Well, you opened the door for me, and I tried to eke by, and then it was just awkward and uncomfortable.
I know.
Did you guys touch cocks?
No, it was
No. That's why it was awkward. We both strained and missed and went, toe.
Oh.
No, please.
Yeah.
All right.
What an asshole I must come off like.
I.
You're a good boy, Clayton.
All right,
But we were
thank
very
you.
happy you were here.
Good luck to Clayton.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, Jason the trucker. Jason?
Who wants a picture with us, Eric? No.
Oh, I can't hear you guys.
Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, I just calling to tell you I tagged the first rest area along my trip north here. Tagged every single stall in that rest area, including the women's bathroom. So.
Oh, good man.
So he already tagged the stall. Nice.
Hey, dude.
This is how we market the program. We don't need Washington anymore.
We got to get hold on. We got to get rest area wow stickers that have a fucking hole already cut in the O, so if it goes over the glory hole, people can like see the Opie and Anthony Show logo as they're pressing their face against the bathroom door, blowing somebody.
I'm gonna have to check this out.
Hey, how about you go into how about this, guys? Not that I would suggest ever putting a wow sticker where it doesn't belong, but in those buddy booths in New York, over the glass in a buddy booth, guy wants to just jerk off and look at a Dominican friend, and he's got to see our dumb stickers. All right, Fan, get on that.
We're trying to bring class to this radio show.
Jason sounds awful. The buddy booth.
Good place to make a buddy.
Jason, what did you write, by the way?
I wrote just O&A, spread the virus, and then I wrote you guys' phone number, call now.
And XM202, hopefully.
I wrote the time specific to Pacific time when you guys are on.
XM202, right?
Yep,
All right.
of course.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Spreading the virus to the truck stop stalls. That's what we do now. Bobby Big Rigger.
What's going on here, guys? Two things real quick. Hope since you get some packages, happy birthday. And I've been writing on the stalls. Shit, since you guys first came back on, it was writing on there, Stern sucks, O&A swallows, XM202, the whole deal.
All right, cool. We want the phone number down there, too, because we want people to start to call the show.
Anytime you got it. Because everybody goes in the stalls, and they always write down their meet handle, was here, and the date they were there, and all the shit. So what the hell? Get out the marker and do your thing.
Sure. Thank you, buddy.
You know what we ought to get? We ought to have them make stall stickers. Just throw them up.
Yeah.
Fucking Opie Anthony, XM Satellite 202 with the phone number.
Stall stickers.
Stall stickers, perfect for a stall or a buddy booth or whatever place you happen to be in. You may not have a Sharpie, but you have a sticker. You plop it right up there, and it's a bitch to get off.
You might as well just go talk to that wall over there.
Oh, you don't think we're going to get stall stickers?
All right, we're going to break.
Hey, maybe, well, you never know, Opie. Maybe somebody out there works for a sticker company. Maybe marketing is listening right now. I think that if I ask for stall stickers to help promote this program, marketing will jump all over it.
What's that supposed to be? Some kind of sick joke?
How sad is it that our fans are now buying billboards, the pests, And now truckers are writing advertisements in truck stop stalls for us. That's how we're marketing this show.
Yeah.
Hey, we love it. We love the grassroots thing. But
grassroots.
But
truly underground.
But throw us a bone every once in a while, will you?
You're trying for a baby. It's a magical time. And you're going to want a home pregnancy kit that you can trust.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous.
We've been trying for about 3 or 4 months now to get pregnant.
Yeah, I think this time I feel good about
I do too.
this time.
Yeah, we've been wanting to have kids for quite some time. I think we're ready, both of us.
Yeah, we're both ready.
We're both ready together.
Yeah.
This is it.
This is it. That's my iPod shuffle. You peed on my iPod shuffle. Such a stupid bitch.
All right, we got to address something. The birthday boy was laughing completely out of control. We went to break, and Ben runs in excitedly and says, "This is new. This is a new production piece." All happy, so we all turn up the volume in the studio like, "Oh, let's listen to the latest creation from Steve." We're thinking it's a Steve thing, right? And all of a sudden, we all looked at each other dumbfounded like, what the fuck was that?
What?
We turned to the booth like we do when something's going on. Derek is laughing so hard, I thought he was going to drop to the floor.
Well, because it was Steve being bashed on.
And he walks in and goes, "Dude, I had nothing to do with that. It was Steve, it was Steve, it was Steve." And he just thought it was the funniest thing. What the fuck was that?
That was a... Well, okay, wait, do you want to play it first? Or you want me to just...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's play this again.
Well, as a little setup, I've seen this video online. It's a goof on one of those pregnancy test things where the husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, is sitting next to each other. They're ready to see the results. They talk about how ready they are to have children, and then they go, okay, it's time, and they look at the pregnancy test and see what the results are. But this one ends with a little twist.
Right.
It's his iPod shuffle, because that looks like a little pregnancy test thing, and she pissed on it.
Oh.
But it's so fake, Steve. That is not a real thing.
What?
The video.
I know it's not real.
I know it's
fake.
And it's done badly and fakely.
And don't you need the visual to get it?
Yeah, I know. You know, in retrospect, you're probably right. You probably need the
dependent
visual.
on the video.
We're doing a radio show.
You know what? All right, I'll totally. I really thought that was funny at the time.
Well,
I
the
really
bear's
thought that was
sense
funny.
of smell and hearing are much better than the vision.
That is
so it was just going on that.
That is a complete indication.
Yeah. Okay. For handing in that piece of shit, could you take a finger in a mousetrap?
Oh, no.
Come on.
That's right.
All right.
Look, you got those big...
Oh, that
meaty
fucking
things.
mousetrap?
Yeah. Dude,
will it break his finger?
Yeah,
No.
if I shatter my... I'm going to get pissed off.
These are the exact mousetraps that I've been using in my house, and I've been getting caught in these things for the last 3 or 4 days trying to set them.
All right.
Is that what it is? Steve loves anything that ends with a man calling a woman a bitch.
I hadn't done a misogynistic piece in a while. I think I was really due.
All right, Steve.
Bitch.
Here's your punishment.
All
It's
right.
just because
Well,
we
look
had
how
the
you're handling that thing.
What?
You know what I would do, Steve?
What?
Bend your finger. And hit the cheese thing with it.
What
That
if I
way...
just smack my hand down?
Oh, smack your hand on
There you
it.
go.
That's
You
another one.
smack?
Then you're really
Just like that.
Nice.
distributing.
I don't know.
Yeah, I say you just take the very, very tip of your finger
Ooh.
and
Yeah.
place it there so it hits
That's your
halfway
cock.
through the nail.
That's
Your
ex-
left testicle.
That's exactly what...
You know, that thing was so awful, I don't even want to hear it again.
I don't know. I didn't hear it, Ope. I actually didn't hear it.
Where were you?
I was just going to the bathroom. It was a break.
All right, listen
Horrid.
to this.
I lied. I heard it.
For a baby, it's a magical time.
What?
And you're
Wait,
going to want
wait. What happened there?
What is that?
What?
Derek fucked up. Ah!
He never fucks up.
You stink on your birthday.
That's right. Happy birthday, scumbag.
He's dreaming of all the cake he's going to eat later.
Yeah.
Hawk's laughing at him.
How they're all going to sing to him.
And he's still at that age where you actually get birthday presents, so you're probably excited.
He's going to be sitting poolside.
Wait till you get older and birthdays pass by like they're nothing and you don't even get a gift.
Here comes
from
another
anyone.
one. Right. Here's another birthday.
Or you sit in your lonely apartment singing happy birthday to yourself.
You know what you get for your birthday? You get to eat potato salad at an Earl's hat.
That does happen, though. All of a sudden, you start getting gifts from people. Yeah. All right, play it again there, Derek.
You're trying for a baby. It's a magical time. And you're going to want a home pregnancy kit that you can trust.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous.
We've been trying for about 3 or 4 months now to get pregnant.
Yeah, I think this time I feel good about
I do too.
this time.
Yeah, we've been wanting to have kids for quite some time. I think we're ready. Both of us.
Yeah, we're both ready.
We're both ready. Ready together.
Yeah.
This is it.
This is it. That's my iPod shuffle. You peed on my iPod shuffle. Such a stupid bitch. Good Lord.
Oh dear! Oh dear! You fall down the steps. Oh dear Lord!
What were you thinking, Steve?
You know what?
What were
I
you
had
thinking?
just. I'll give you I'll tell you exactly what I was thinking. I had just finished the fart promo that I did with all yours and Jimmy's farts. So I thought I was in the zone, and I grabbed that piece of audio and I said, I'll whip this up. This will be funny too. And that is so.
Oh, what happened? I told you were fiddling with that too much. You just nailed your thumb.
There goes that bit.
I knew it. The way I handle those traps only from the edges, and I don't even move my fingers around on them. I can't say finger. My fingers around on them. And Opie's juggling with it. Because he's so fidgety all the time. He's fidgeting with the mousetrap.
Oh, man, I think it busted it, too.
But can I say for that bit, a mousetrap will not do. I want a hatchet for the escape from Alcatraz dock moment.
All right, here we go, Steve. It's your turn. See, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that wincing you just did was.
Mr. Zimmerman.
Oh, watch out! Look how you load that thing.
Yeah, put your whole hand right in the middle.
Crazed. Wow, that's really a hair trigger you got on that.
Hey, buddy, just put it on your nose and hand it to him.
Here you go, Steve.
All right,
just
Steve.
Grab it, you fucking queer.
No, I didn't get it right.
It went off prematurely.
If you had 1 ounce of acting ability, you would have grabbed your hand like you heard it, and that would have been it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not going to fake this.
Reset it.
All right. Everyone's on edge right now. I love this.
Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station. Ramon, fetch me some unfunny crap.
In retrospect, that wasn't very good.
No, I thought it was really good.
Can I redeem myself with the fart promo? No.
You got a fart promo?
Yeah.
Did we play it yet?
Did we? I don't know. Derek, did you? Oh, you did?
When did you play it?
I don't remember.
Today?
Yeah, it was. I think it was going into the first break.
Oh, was it?
Actually.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. My email exploded with comments about it.
I'll play it for you if you guys want me to.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right.
This fart so we can start the bit.
Oh, it stinks so bad.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh. What should I say to that?
Oh my god!
But did they,
Oh, Jimmy!
Wait, before you go to that Mitch Beck bit.
Mark that one down, boys.
That sounded like an acid reflux burp. Oh, you want to play games?
Yeah, I'll play games. Points, Jimmy!
I play in the majors, you go play in the little cow league.
Oh.
Stay tuned for another edition of the Fart Game on the Opie and Anthony Show.
I love the fart game. When are we going to have another fart game? Real soon? All right, good.
But Alan Sniffen raises a good point. This is getting way too political. You fucking dentist idiot. Pay attention.
We'll have Alan Sniffen audio tomorrow. He's
got a new board reflections on his New York radio message board, and he talks about it. Does a little live radio program.
Fool.
Here we go.
All right. Which side? You want this side or that?
Both.
Right there.
Now, which finger you want to do?
Well, I'm asking.
You got to do one finger.
I got to do one finger? I can't just do the whole...
No, don't do the whole hand.
Yeah, you fucking girl.
Do like your two middle and pointer.
Put your work boot in there.
Right there.
Oh, motherfucker!
Oh, that doesn't hurt.
All right.
I've done a...
Look at the look he just gave. Oh, my God. Jimmy goes, that didn't hurt. Steve shot him a look.
That fucking hurt so bad. What the fuck?
I got a confession to make. Shit. It never hit my finger before.
Cock sucker. That is so... God damn it.
Dude, I set you up so bad I purposely did that.
Motherfucker. That hurt.
That really looked like it hurt you. That really looked like
Son
it hurt.
of a bitch. That really did hurt. That really did.
The mousetrap went off, and unlike yourself, I'm a good actor, and I make believe I nailed myself bad. Anthony went with it. It never touched me.
Fuck. For human pain, I guess those are worse than the electric shock one.
Wow.
You got marks on your hand?
I guess. I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, it's a
marked
little
up?
red.
Oh. I'm sure it'll show up. A little bruise.
tender.
Right on the goddamn knuckle.
Oh,
too.
that is funny, man.
Yeah, why didn't you just
Fuck you.
All right.
That's fun. Wow.
Here you go.
All right, really fast. Donkey Sausage wants to defend herself. We didn't say.
Right.
We didn't say anything about you, Donkey Sausage.
Oh, no, I know you didn't say anything, but, considering that I'm the only Puerto Rican friend that Poe has, and I'm a female, top secret mission, I didn't sleep with a faggot. I'm dating a very high-ranking officer in the O&A Army, and this could debunk my position.
There you go.
The high-ranking officer, does he have a big, heavy cock, does he?
He has a huge cock. Huge. So, I'm not going to give that huge cock
Would he
away.
be willing to put it in a mousetrap?
Electric mousetrap
for the show?
Can he produce?
You know what? Even if he put it in a mousetrap, it wouldn't affect him.
Dude, we should do that. How much money you guys got? We're going on vacation.
He would do it.
We should get up a collection.
Here's why I'll be
For someone to put their cock in that thing?
Yeah.
BJ would do in a heartbeat.
But would it sever a guy's cockhead or some shit like that? Fuck that, man.
No.
How about his ball bag?
It's not enough juice to do anything bad.
Oh, no, man.
It's
If
just...
he
It's
calls
like...
into the show, ask him about the mangina.
Yeah, but who needs that, though?
So there it is. I just had to defend his honor and my honor.
All right. We knew it was just kind of a rumored thing.
I don't want
It was a joke.
All right.
No guy in his stoop put his dick in a mousetrap. Do you think I need to have...
Not that mousetrap, the electric one.
Oh, yeah, but you know what? We'll come in tomorrow. Steve will have black on his face and a piece of cheese on the back of his thumb.
All right.
Go ahead, I dare you.
All right, Donkey Sausage. Wow across America. You go to it.
Put a little LED on his shoulder. Look, it's on.
I'm on.
Wow, this is just getting wackier and wackier today.
Love it.
Hey, we got the drive-through road rage story we got to get to. You hear about this?
Still working out.
Yeah. One of the better stories of the day. Want to just go to the tape?
An afternoon dash to the drive-thru. Two men making their way to the window and a heated argument.
They got into a dispute over who should go first at the drive-thru. This became a verbal argument which escalated into them screaming and yelling at each other.
The men getting out of their cars and into each other's faces. The fight so hot, so fast, one of them, 71-year-old John Kent, pulled a knife.
Our victim retreated back to his car. Didn't want any part of this. And our subject, Mr. Kent, followed him back to his car, reached in through the window with his knife and stabbed the driver.
The victim, a 45-year-old man, was stabbed in the arm and chest, all while his 3-year-old daughter sat watching. A bizarre incident that still got folks talking.
That's a violent act of, it's like road rage almost.
Food rage.
Food rage. Stupid. That's crazy.
The surprising thing in this case is that after the assault took place, Mr. Kent continued up to the drive-thru window to collect his purchase of 5 double cheeseburgers.
Mr. Kent drove off with his food. Presumably, he got a chance to eat it. Then he drove over to the 8th Precinct and turned himself in. He will be arraigned on Long Island later this morning. As for the victim, he got some stitches at the ER, and he spent last night home with his daughter.
This guy was huge, the 71-year-old guy.
Really?
5 double cheeseburgers he bought. And then the other guy, like, if you have a 3-year-old in your car, you've pretty much given up your right to argue with anybody anywhere. There's no more road rage. There's no more you cut me off, asshole. You give up that right when you have a child in the car. That's just the way it is. What an idiot. Getting out of his car and getting into someone's face because they cut you off at the drive-thru with your 3-year-old in the car.
Especially a big fat fuck that probably needs it.
Yeah. 5 double cheeseburgers the guy ate before he turned himself into the cops.
Speaking of fast food, gotta love the seg, right?
Oh, nice.
Yes. These researchers are getting out of control. Very young girls who eat French fries frequently have a much higher risk of breast cancer as adults. How the fuck do they know this? U.S. researchers reported yesterday.
There's another kind of weird statistic. Because I don't know if it's so much the French fries, but if you have a young girl that's eating a lot of French fries as a kid, they're probably not very health conscious, their families. You know what I mean? I think it adds up. It's not so much the French fries that do it. It's the lifestyle that would cause you to have French fries a lot in your life, and that probably leads to getting a disease like
I see a new McDonald's campaign. Have some McDonald's fries if you like lumpy tits.
Holy yes.
Why?
We won over some women today. You realize that?
What's that supposed to be? Some kind of sick joke?
Well, my point
and now we
was,
just lost them.
Tough shit. Fuck them.
They're back to the loft.
My point was
going back to the loft.
My point was that
some Tori Amos.
It was a sarcastic statement about,
Anyway,
hello, exactly.
A study of American nurses found that one additional serving of fries per week at ages 3 to 5 increased breast cancer risk by 27%.
Ooh. Jesus.
Researchers are finding more evidence that diet early in life could play a role in the development of diseases in women later in life. I don't know. How do they know, really?
Exactly.
Stop.
All these stats, though, they're more lifestyle issues than the actual item that they're condemning at any given moment, I think.
Right.
A lot of times they always have these stats about how if parents read to their children on a nightly basis, they're less likely to commit crimes when they get older. Is it the actual reading to the child, or is it the fact that if you have a parent that takes the time to read to their child, they're probably going to bring them up in a way where they wouldn't commit these crimes when they get older? They skew these results all the time.
I despise your smartness.
No.
I despise
That's just
how your brain
you
works.
Pick up and watched a fantastic show on the Wright brothers yesterday on Discovery. They did. It was great. There's a whole thing on the history of flight, 1903, and how they were competing against another guy for the powered flight. It was great.
There was another guy?
Yeah, there was some other guy, and he had a motorized craft, and actually was testing it before the Wright brothers did. And got some guy to try to fly it into the Potomac River, and the thing just kind of took off from the catapult, went straight up, and tail first went down. The guy got caught in the wreckage, barely got out alive, and the papers were laughing at him. Like all the headlines, you think the news is different now? Their headlines were all goofs about this guy's plane crashing into the ocean.
They were out to get him anyway.
Or the river.
They wanted the Wright brothers because they saw history, and this guy's name was Fred Dogshit.
And how would that look in the books? Dog shit flies.
Oh, God.
Would have screwed up the textbook.
Yeah.
It's spelled DAWGSCHIDT, and there's an N that's silent at the end.
With that, let's hear from our latest sponsor.
This weekend, for the first time in Toyota history, an unprecedented sale will change everything. What if we told you to get any new car, truck, or SUV, all you needed was $99 down and $99 a month?
I'd say you were full of shit.
Well, we're not. Get ready for the No Shit sale from Toyota.
No shit. No shit.
No shit. Toby Hines, fearless leader at Gulf States Toyota, has gone completely apeshit and authorized us to sell you any car, truck, or SUV for a ridiculously low $99 down and $99 a month.
No shit. No shit? You gotta be shitting me.
No, this shit is for real. It's the No Shit sale from Toyota. $99 down, $99 a month. But you better hurry because this shit won't be around forever.
In other words, shit or get off the pot?
Exactly. It's the No Shit sale. $99 down and $99 a month gets you any car, truck, or SUV you want.
Holy shit.
You said it. See your Toyota dealer now. Get the feeling. Toyota.
$99 down payment, $99 monthly payment, not through Gulf States Toyota. No shit sale does not apply to any existing Toyota car, truck, or SUV anywhere, anyhow, anytime. Not a limited time offer. Don't see a dealer for details. In other words, we're full of
Yeah?
What?
It cuts off very abruptly, Opie.
Yeah,
you were reading.
I was reading. Well, there's another story we got to get to before we get out of here.
Yes.
Thank you to our new sponsor there. Bring Fido to Shea. We almost forgot to talk about this story. And then we got the audio of our last show on commercial radio.
Yeah.
That
Enough
we've
with
been
the
promising
gimmick.
for 3 days.
Enough with the gimmicky baseball stuff.
Well, where's the story, Eric? You got that for everybody?
Hawk's on the move today. He's got everything right there.
Look at him.
He's a good boy.
I like that he's chewing
Another
gum.
shitty shirt.
That's what I like. Jesus, I don't want to see the picture of the man boobs.
Oh, look, Hawk, he's starting to sweat.
Oh, my God,
he's
sweating.
sweating.
Right.
The room is laughing at you right now, Hawk. They're all laughing
You're
at
doing
you.
so good.
The room is laughing. They feel the panic.
Oh, he doesn't know where it is. Look at him. He's going through the papers, and he's panicking with each leaf of paper he goes through that isn't it.
I know.
You want to wet your little dick-beating fingers, but you can't because your mouth's dry because you're nervous. That Ope's going to give you a verbal thrashing.
Oh, boy.
Poor Ope's got to do it himself now.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Yeah, why don't you just do everything?
I'll just...
Someone else wants to help.
Boy.
Yeah, who cares, Art? Just sit there picking up a check.
Write a post-it to Opie. I don't have it.
Anthony, it took me exactly 5 seconds to find the
Good
story.
boy,
Yeah.
Meet the Mutts, Spring Fido to Shade Day.
Hold on. I like how Eric's still looking.
Eric,
Like it matters at all now.
He's got it, Eric.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Put the papers down.
Put them down.
End of story.
Sit down there. Go back to whatever site you were looking at.
Holy crap. Met pitcher Chris Benson and wife Anna with little Sugar Bear are asking fans to bring their dogs to Shea Saturday for a good pause.
Oh, yeah. Like
and then they write, good pause, and they do spell out, cause. Oh, boy.
That's funny. Pause.
Who let the dogs in?
Woof, 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 woof. Who let the dogs in?
Who let the dogs in? The Mets, Shea Stadium will hold Dog Day in the Park on... Dog Day in the Park, get it? Dog Day afternoon.
Dog Day in... Wow.
Or
that's
Saturday
awful.
in the Park by Chicago.
Oh.
Man, they love that play on words. Who let the dogs in? The Mets. Shea Stadium. Oh, I get it. They're answering the question. Who let the dogs in? The Mets. Shea Stadium will hold Dog Day in the Park on Saturday, so man's best friend can woof, woof, woof for the home team. Woof.
Root
woof,
for the home
yeah.
team.
They'll join their owners in the left field bleachers and at a special picnic area to watch the Mets square off against the Washington Nationals. Oh, I hope it's 100 degrees and all these dogs are just shitting.
I hope one
everywhere.
kid has his fucking hand ripped off by a pit bull. I hope one little lad goes home with no hands and a bloody Mets hat.
We all know how well dogs get along together. How do they possibly do that? Get a bunch of dogs in one area like that and not have them just ripping each other apart.
And you know, yesterday you were very hurtful because I am a Mets fan, and you said like
very hurtful.
Like if you're a Mets fan, it's like kind of a chick team.
Yeah, a lot of girls like the Mets.
And I wanted to really kind of try to defend myself and stuff. I'm like, you know what? That's right.
Yeah.
The Mets are that cutesy team.
Yeah, the girls like wearing the Mets shirts.
There was a time when I was proud to be a Mets fan. Not anymore, to be honest with you. There's just something that's just too cutesy about them. And now they're doing this stupid bring your dog to the park day. You know what? Anthony, a hardcore Yankee fan, Jim Norton, hardcore Yankee fan, they would never attempt this at Yankee Stadium because there would be dead dog carcasses all over the field by the 7th inning. People would be throwing them from the bleachers.
You know what? I remember yesterday. I didn't like that he said that the Mets were a chick team, and you wanted to defend yourself, but you said that you couldn't because you were bloated and you felt fat.
How do they fit that many dogs in?
Yeah, they won't be shitting all over those awful orange seats.
Yeah, shit.
What a dive.
Piss.
Well, it's against the Washington Nationals. There's room at the promotion organized by Snausage's Dog Treats for 500 four-legged fans. So I guess it's the first 500 dogs.
500 dogs.
And then what do the rest of the dog owners do?
Go home.
Leave them in their hot, steaming cars.
Leave them in the car with the windows rolled up in August.
Yeah, like they're going to give up their Mets seat because they couldn't get in with their little pooch.
Oh, is that great? Just leave them in that hot car.
Sorry, you lose, and yeah.
Look, Dad, he's sleeping on his side. He sleeps upside down like we do.
I can't wake up the puppy.
And they'll get in for only $5 each. Of course, they'll have to be accompanied by a human who will pay $30. Profits will go to the North Shore Animal League. They've already sold 275 tickets.
Oh, you need a special ticket.
They're going to have a dog parade across the field that should keep the groundskeepers busy.
They're cleaning up shit and all.
Boy,
that's right.
I get it.
Also planned our contest for the best dressed, youngest. Wait, there are plans. All right, they're gonna have contests for the best dressed, youngest, oldest, biggest, and smallest dogs.
Fantastic.
Mr. Met, let's go, Mets go. Meet the Mets, greet the Mets. It's not about the team. It's about whoever the marketing person is should have his cunt kicked.
Let's say hi to Paulie in Jersey. Paulie.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Paulie?
Hi.
Hey, I want to shove my cock in a mousetrap.
All right. You do.
Well, someone has to get to the lawyers in Washington. I want to do the mousetrap penis thing.
Stop. They're never, ever going to go for...
Get Elo on the phone.
Man.
It's much more important than making a big deal with some company.
Let me tell you something.
Get Elo on the phone.
If we would have gone to the lawyers today to see if Nathaniel could put his fingers on the electric mousetrap, would have gotten a no back. Would have abso-fucking-lutely gotten a no back.
All right, let's stop.
Who fucking cares then?
Let's stop answering phones and let's find someone to do it before 11 o'clock.
You want your cock in a mousetrap, sir? You
yes,
got
sir,
it.
I do.
You got it. Get
Right
this
on,
guy
Jack.
schlong in a mousetrap.
Cool.
We'll talk to the lawyers and we'll get back to you. Kevin in Chicago. Kevin.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
All right, Kevin.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Naughty Norton?
Hey, Kev.
Hey, I wanted to talk about the, the news teasers that you all goof on every day.
Yeah.
Also, then I wanted to talk about the radio teasers that you all are doing to us right now, because you've been saying for the last couple of days that you was going to do your last show that you normally do.
All
right. You guys did on regular radio.
He's right.
and
He's
you
right.
haven't done it
He's
yet.
right. You're
That's
getting
the
no
radio
arguments, sir.
You're
Kevin,
right.
I just threw it in the CD player, so sit back and enjoy.
It's in Bank One.
All right. Kevin's right, actually. So you want to set this up, Anthony?
No.
Well, we did the Sex for Sam thing. It was 3 years ago Monday.
I was reading, and for a second, I had no idea what you were talking about. I'm like, set it up. Yeah. Dogs at the stadium. Huh? What?
Well, it was 3 years ago this past Monday that we really screwed up our radio careers. Most people thought we would never work again, and thanks to XM Satellite Radio, we've been here almost a year, doing quite fine. And we're going to do a huge blowout live show on October 4th, roadshow, broadcast live, that whole thing. We're going to try to start working on details immediately. But so we played some of the clips from our last show on Monday, and it was very interesting to take a look back. And then a lot of people don't realize we were able to go on the air the next day, even though all hell was breaking loose around us.
Yeah, we didn't get fired that day we did Sex for Sam. It was after the next day's show, so we got to do a whole show after that. But it was very awkward. We weren't allowed to talk about it. We were all nervous because everyone was in meetings about this thing, and we'd been through it before, so we kind of knew there was a strong possibility of us getting fired, and it was kind of hard to do a show. So it was a little odd.
Right. So here's audio of the last show we did on commercial radio.
I haven't heard this since
a part of
we,
the first break
said
we
it.
did, and then the last segment where we pretty much signed off for the last time. Yes. It's very hard to listen to.
2 years.
I've never heard it.
But you got to understand, after the Sex for Sam thing the day before, going back, I mean, every single news organization was talking about it. Everybody from Peter Jennings to CNN to Fox News. It was everywhere. Front pages of all the newspapers in New York. It was, I got to stress, it was completely out of control. Everybody had their own spin on it, and we're doing just massive stories on it. It wasn't just a little mention. They had, debates and, experts. It was just crazy. We show up to work with camera crews all over the place. They all want our comment. We go upstairs, and we had to do a show that day. And our bosses pretty much told us, because at this point we believed that maybe we would be spared and we would survive this mess.
We didn't believe. It was just it was that hope that
it was a hope.
We believed we would be fired.
They sat us down and said, don't say a word about Sex for Sam. And to this day, I regret that I listened to them. I got to be honest with you. I wish I went on the air and just went with it. But you know what? What can I tell you? We didn't.
All worked out.
We didn't. So what you're about to hear is a part of the first segment that day. The day after Sex for Sam. This goes on forever. I'm going to try to go. This is.
Oh, we played a bunch of clips.
Yeah, but over and over again.
It had something to do with
on somebody's dick. Time to be bad. What the hell were you thinking? Your balls are showing. This is less fun than previously indicated.
Hey, these were fun clips. Where are they now?
And your womb is barren. Hey, what's going on here?
All right, now here it is.
Oh, brother. We could just do this all day. Yeah, that's one thing we can do. We could do a show using sound bites to get our points across.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Liar!
We had the whole country listening, by the way, even though it was, a syndicated show to just a bunch of markets. But everyone was piping into our feed because they were going to use the audio on that night's broadcast of the news. So, I mean, you're feeling just the pressure and the stress. You know there's so many more people listening than usual. And we had to just sit there and eat it and not say anything about Sex for Sam. So this is very awkward audio. Let's go back to it.
Confess! Liar! Confess!
So what's new, man?
You're a liar! You know something that you're not telling us, you slimy scumbag liar! Yeah, thanks, Dick. Sweet, merciful crap! Liar! Tell us what you know, you goddamn liar!
See, we couldn't say anything, so we were trying to communicate to our listeners and everybody through sound clips. That was the best we could come up with.
Yeah.
And at this point, the news was getting everything wrong, so basically, obviously, we're calling them liars and all that.
Yeah.
How you doing? Hey, what's up, Anthony? Oh, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do today. I have no idea. Been in too many meetings.
This calls for the old Billy Barone. Billy. Whoa, Billy. This is a biggie. $20, Billy. $30,000, Billy.
Whoa, calm down, Ho.
Hey, yes. Yeah, well, we
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
What's new, Ant? Well, there's a couple of things in the news. I guess we could talk about the baseball strike.
She was a hooah.
They've said it. Just random clips. They don't mean anything. Seems like a lot of people are looking into things today. We're just playing random clips, Anthony.
See, we were just dying to communicate to everybody.
We wanted to
dying.
say something.
And I'm so pissed that we didn't say anything that day.
They would have dumped out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in just a no-win situation. That was obvious.
Dirty girl.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Just random clips. They don't mean anything at all today. Don't pay attention to your radio.
That was about shoving the hell up.
Yeah. Well, we've been told that, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Baseball strike. What else? Elvis died. Elvis. He did? Is
that supposed to be sexy?
That happened. We can't talk about, let's see. We like starting the show with the top story of the day. Yeah. Oh, Harlem Little Leaguers cleared to play. Yeah. Good. They're in, and they're going to be able to play in the Little League World Series. I can tell you this much. I slept like a baby last night. Did you? Yeah, I had a good night's sleep for the first time in 3 days. A little tired?
The world is a jungle. And if you want my advice, Anthony, don't expect happiness. You won't get it. People let you down. And I'm not naming any names. But in the end, you die in your own arms.
Okay, terrific. Be quiet, sir.
That's what we're doing. We're being quiet. Yeah, we were instructed by lawyers. Lawyers again!
Well, wait, talk for a second.
What? What's the matter?
Okay, write it down.
What's the problem?
Things change
minute by minute.
Mm-hmm. You guys are playing with fire.
We are?
Oh, no, that's not what it says. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You
dick. What?
Ken would like us to move on.
We haven't touched on anything. I was just talking about the baseball strike coming up August 30th. What a shame. The Yankees are doing so well. move on to what?
Well, maybe we could take suggestions from the audience.
Oh, that'll work.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Look at this call.
I don't even see one call we could really put on the air.
No, we can't go to anything. I know what I can say. We had our event yesterday. We had our little event, our contest. And during the course of that contest, some of the contestants were arrested. That's just a fact. And we can't talk about it because things are still up in the air. So the lawyers have instructed us.
Let's put it this way, the couple's still arrested.
Yeah, and the couple is still in jail, and since there's still legalities going on, we can't talk about anything.
What was I, drunk?
We're being gagged by the lawyers with their legal mumbo-jumbo.
Hey, we just made CNN.
Wow, this is so weird to hear.
Oh.
We got to stop it there because we're running out of show for today. So now we have to pick up with this tomorrow.
Look at me with all the balls, though, like bringing up the whole thing.
I was nodding.
Yeah?
Were you there that day,
Were
Jimmy?
you even there?
Seriously, I have no idea.
I was actually the last one to talk on the show, technically.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
no, I know
right.
you were there.
Wow.
But as you're trying to do a show, it's the biggest story, not only in New York, across America. We're not allowed to talk. We were gagged once again by the company. And we're trying to figure out what to do that day. And all of a sudden we look up at the TV, and there's our faces on CNN. CNN.
Yeah.
One of the biggest radio stories ever. And we're sitting there just eating it, trying to figure out what to do.
It's hard to listen to this because I could hear it in our voice, like that whole nervous thing. Like I knew something bad was up. And you could just hear it. Like as I listen to myself, I could hear it in me. And it brings back like that awful feeling of, oh, you're screwed.
And they're still paying for it.
We'll continue tomorrow.
Program complete.